to the MonsterCast. You're about getting a dad. Please put me in this room and don't unlock the door. And you can't do any better than the Doll brothers, Jack and Ryan. They're brothers, but they're also bros. What? Pardon? Wrestling. Well, who the hell wants to talk about wrestling? These are horror movies. It's a deep genre. It's a smart genre. Fantastic actors. Fantastic cinematography. Wrestling is just sweating and fireworks and bouncy ropes. There's nothing. So how do you talk about that every week? All right. Let's see them try. Take it away, you crazy dolls.
You.
Jesus fuck my fucking ass. What the fuck? Please shut up.
No. Master Watto is a
shut
champion.
up.
You're gonna put some
Stop
respect on his
fucking
name
saying
now.
Master Watto on this fucking show.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Co-Champion.
What's up, you guys? Sean Rossap of Fightful here. You're watching the MonsterCast with Jack and Ryan. A big shout out to those fellas. Good people. Check them out.
Oh my god, what is this?
It
Who
looks
is
like a
making
TV.
the New Japan titles? They need to stop making
It's like
titles.
a TV, bro. They took it too literally. That's the problem.
They should have just turned it into a TV. I would have been more impressed.
That would have been cooler.
Put some
Make
antennas
it-
on the top.
No, just make it like a digital title. Like you could display whatever you want on the
Oh,
digital.
like an
title.
LCD screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have
That'd be
the
sick as
picture
fuck.
of the person that's the champ. That'd be so good.
Oh fuck.
That'd be worth it.
Wrestling podcast. How fucking original.
Jake and Brian, Brandon Cutler here from AEW, and I hope you guys have an awesome podcast with the MonsterCast. What was that? Your name is Jack and Ryan? Shut up, Jack and Ryan.
Tell me who you would sign first.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
No, not overall, genius. Between the two goddamn examples I'm about to give you.
Master Wada.
Killer Cross or Dominic Dijakovic, who are you signing first?
Killer Cross. 100%.
What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Wrong! That answer is
would.
wrong!
I would.
Oh
Killer
my god.
You don't know shit! Your opinions suck!
I guess I mean, you're welcome.
Fuck,
See,
I'll boo it.
but I don't think I've ever said boo.
I will.
That's so stupid.
I'll do it. Boo! You don't actually say the word because that's why it sounds weird. You gotta, it's like more like a note. Boo! You don't fucking actually say boo. Boo! 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 You don't turn it into a fucking chant. You actually have to.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that at Forbidden Doors.
You start a boo chant. Boo! 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 Boo!
Here's your host of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster Jack and Ryan.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am the Straight Edge Monster Jack. That is Ryan Rockwell. We are on YouTube again. The MonsterCast is back after 10 long months. And there's been many reasons why we've been away. None of them really wrestling related per se. It's been mostly technological problems on my end, where I am now on my third computer in the last 10 months. Thank you, shout out Veli Nash, for letting me have his old computer that I know works. And then, of course, it took me some time to get comfortable enough to do this. And then I wanted to have an actual good jump-in point as well. Last week was when I actually shot Ryan a text and I was like, hey man, you thinking about, trying to do the podcast again? What's your schedule? All that shit. He couldn't do it last week. Obviously Double or Nothing was a great show and that's when I wanted to jump back in. A lot of shit was happening with the Mariah Meg talks, the Sabu passing away, Double or Nothing, AAA being bought by WWE. We're going to cover a lot of that stuff today, but it was insane. And I was like, man, this feels like a really good point to jump back in. So fuck it, here we are. It's technically season 6. It won't be a very long season because we're already in June, but we are back, and I will be trying to get it. We are still on Spotify as well, and I will try to remember how to upload those because I really do not remember at all. I was going through my apps trying to figure out what the fuck my shit was. I was like, I don't remember how to do any of this shit.
Yeah.
It took me forever just to set everything back up.
I did too, and I don't have to set up OBS or anything. It was just getting all the Discord shit with my new equipment set up, and that took me like 10, 15 minutes. It's funny because that's kind of my job.
I will say, this new iteration, this bounce back, this comeback, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more positive than I usually am. But
I'm not. See, I was gone for 10 months because I lost my smile.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be very hard after last night's Money in the Bank, but I'm gonna try to be more positive. I think you'll notice a difference in my positivity overall, but there's just some things that I'm just gonna let
test
the
that
F
real
word
quick.
fly.
Let's talk about stunning Steve Austin and his place
on Mount Rushmore. Yes, he's on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely on there. Yes, he is. He's on there. Even on Mount Rushmore, The Rock just had his thing drop where he put Austin on there. So, although he did put Andre and Hogan on there too.
The Rock, come on.
Hey, the guy who owns WWE, bro. Don't start your shit.
Wow. Cool.
It's going well.
Clearly knows a lot.
The TKO takeover is going well. All right, so
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
financially.
I don't either. I don't think it's going well.
Financially, booking wise, fucking.
Is it not going well booking wise? I mean, financially, and obviously booking. I don't know why I said that. But
no, Meltzer just released the numbers a couple days ago where he said that they were like 420 million in the hole or some shit.
Well, I mean, they just bought it though, right? So that's to be expected.
Accounting for it's accounting for that.
Well, you're telling me the Fireball ladder didn't help?
The Fireball ladder, we haven't gotten the numbers back on that yet.
Okay,
we'll see how that one paid out. Okay. Or the Slim Jim tables.
Okay. First of all, those are the two things I don't have a problem with. The things I'm going to have the most problem with is when the report came out that they're going to start fucking putting everybody as Lesnar out there, coming out in their gear with a fucking million sponsors
Jimmy
on it, like it's
a
fucking NASCAR. Like they're fucking NASCAR drivers coming out there. That's when I'm going to be like, no, I'm done with this. Like 100% we'll be done.
I need the McDonald's themed Wyatt 6.
Cody Rhodes doing what do I do with my hands? Fucking Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights, fucking Mincer and all his sponsors and his promos crying. I'm not going to be able to do that, bro. I'm not going to be able to do it.
What's that whiskey or vodka or whatever?
Wheatley.
The one that he shills.
Yeah.
Wheatley.
It's the song that I sing to Ripley because I just switched to Rose. Ripley, so sweet, I pet her gently. Christina hates it. Christina fucking hates it. It's what I'd sing to Ripley.
Yeah, I would too. That's pretty fucking weird.
It's stuck in my head because of that, and I had to turn it. I literally bought the upgraded version of Peacock for like 6 months just so I didn't have to hear that goddamn song anymore on the fucking pay-per-views, dude.
You don't like to drink it neatly?
I don't drink at all. Straight edge monster, Jack, right there. And
I thought it was sexy monster.
I drink a lot of people do. That's why I had to write it out. Fucking that's why I got the zero sugar Mountain Dew, the nectar of the gods. Right here.
Sunkiss, baby.
Speaking of good, zero sugar? It looked like a zero sugar can.
Of course. Why the fuck am I drinking 200 calories? I can't, like,
you ever
who
seen
does that?
You ever seen these, bro? You ever seen these? I don't know if you're watching it or not.
I'm not. I have to pull it up.
Okay, my bad. All right, well, these are some things I found. They're new. Ghirardelli chocolate squares, dark chocolate lava cake, and it is fucking this is going to be the currency of the gods when we die, I think.
You know, has a good. That fucking Atkins caramel almond chocolate.
I don't fuck with any of that stuff.
Thing. They're like 100 calories, and they're okay. Whatever.
I don't fuck with any of that. I don't fuck with any of that shit. Nothing.
Just a hater, bro.
Nothing in HBA pharmacy. I can't do it. All right, so
I love how my picture on the art thing doesn't look anything like me anymore. My hair's so fucking long now.
It always doesn't look like you. I mean, I don't really. I have my hair up, so mine doesn't look like me either. I do have the headband on underneath. That's just because I'm tired of washing these fucking hats when they get too dirty.
Long as shit,
so
bro.
I put even if I don't have even if I have a hat on or not, I still wear the headband just so it doesn't get super dirty up here.
I did get on the stream just in time to see you holding up your chocolates.
Yeah, they're good as fuck, dude. Like, they're good as fuck. They're so good.
Those, yeah.
All right. So anyway, speaking of buying,
we're already
things,
off of wrestling.
Way off. Speaking of buying things, I did get the Swerve shoes. Obviously, you were thinking about it. You actually helped me get the Swerve shoes. Yeah, I know exactly. But you actually helped me get the Swerve shoes because I didn't know the date or the price or any of that shit. So you gave me all that information. Obviously, I knew they were coming out or whatever, but I just didn't know when. And then, of course, please, if you're a wrestler and you're gonna have a shoe deal like the Young Bucks or the Lucha Bros did with the crossover with Champ Sports or whatever it was, and then of course this one Iverson and Reebok. If you're going to do this, please don't do it the same week I had to pay for a $50 fucking pay-per-view. That would be great. That would be awesome. Can you not do that? Because that was $210 to Swerve Strickland. Basically.
Sort of.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? You're welcome, Swerve.
Thanks, Swerve. Swerve pay pigs.
Oh, Jesus. The shoes are sweet, though. I will say. I wore them yesterday for the first time, so. They are so sweet. And then, of course, Sean Ross Sapp had said he had posted a picture when he got his in. And it was on a Saturday. And I was like, how the fuck did you get yours? I was like, you live right beside the warehouse? Well, I don't have mine yet. So Sunday comes and I still don't have my shit. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're coming Monday. I just assumed they were coming Monday. I go to my emails because I don't check my emails every day. So every couple of days, of course, I've got fucking 200 emails in there. And it said, has been delivered. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Has been delivered. I just walked the dogs this morning around the fucking circle. There was no box at my front door. Somebody had put it like vertical against the fucking side of it. So I didn't see it when I was going around. It was the one time that I walked the dogs out of a different door and went the opposite way. So I didn't actually see it. When it was at the front door, I did technically get mine on Saturday at the same time as he did. So I got a little pissed off for no reason. But, you know, that's how it goes.
What's new?
He still technically got his shoes before me because I didn't see mine until Sunday. But we got them at the same time.
Wearing them.
They're fucking awesome too, man. The fucking part where the Black Panther part on the main part of the shoe or whatever, that's raised up. Like it's textured. It's fucking cool. Yeah, it's sick. And they got the obviously the Who's House on the tongue, and they've got like a little part where it says Swerve, but it's in red and black on it, and then they got a picture of his face when he went like super dark and has the black eye makeup on. Yeah, that is pretty sick. It's a pretty sick.
He still had that at Anarchy, didn't he?
I think he had that on Anarchy. Yes. It's like his.
Because he was doing the Predator shit.
Well, yeah, he had the Predator shit on, which I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking shoe number 2. As soon as he came out, I was like, the fucking shoe number 2 is gonna be fucking Predator. I'll be pissed.
Get another 160.
Yeah. Man, and the sucky part is I was really hoping they were the these were the answers, and I was really hoping they were gonna be the questions because I already have a pair of the answers for Iverson, so I was hoping they were the questions for Iverson instead because I don't have any of those. And I was like, son of a bitch, of course they're the answers, but it's whatever. I got them anyway. All right. So speaking of Double or Nothing, let's talk about it. Scott D'Amore said it was the best pay-per-view of the year. Agree? Disagree? Thus far, obviously, we obviously don't know the future, but.
Yeah, I mean, All In's probably going to top it, but it was a really good show. It was better than any that I can think of off the top of my head.
It's definitely the best pay-per-view fucking so far this year that doesn't have a world title match in it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's insane. How do you not have your top 2 titles defended on the show and still has the best pay-per-view? How do you question who the best booker is at this juncture? And how the fuck did Triple H win best booker of the year last year?
Hope, dreams. It was more. I think it's more hope and dreams than it was his actual booking, because his actual booking last year wasn't great either. Not really.
Who? Triple H?
Yeah, I think people were just a little bit burnt out on some of the AEW shit, so they were just like, well, Triple H wins by default or whatever. But if you really compare them side to side, the WWE shit was not good last year either.
Yeah, but we had the entire Hangman Swerve storyline last year with
Right.
the crazy shit, like spitting the blood and spitting. Like, nah, I don't care. Like, he still should have won last year, I think. I think.
And all the
then
Tony Storm shit was all last year too.
Yeah, and then
So-
here's the other thing about that, by the way, because you were talking about burned out on shit. Really, Triple H inherited the fucking major storyline of the Bloodline from Vince anyway. So it's kind of like when Tony Dungy was the fucking head coach of the Buccaneers and kept going to the playoffs, getting closer, gets fired, and then John Gruden comes in and takes the exact same team and wins the Super Bowl. If Tony Dungy was there, he could have won the fucking Super Bowl with the fucking Buccaneers. You inherited you already inherited the good shit. I mean, he won a Super Bowl later, so it didn't matter. He won with the Colts, but yeah, I feel like that's the same kind of concept there. It's like It's like if we'll never know this is if the Tom Brady Bill Belichick thing when we're like who was more responsible for the Super Bowl wins and then they split and Tom Brady wins with the fucking Buccaneers and Belichick doesn't do shit after Brady left. If we like dropped Triple H into its own thing, there's no way. There's no way. He's literally all of Triple H's people are fucking people that he found through Regal when he was in NXT.
And you see what he's done with them since he brought him back.
Most of them nothing.
Most of them nothing, right?
It was most of them were like, okay, so the other thing about that is we'll get into that. But the other thing about that is very interesting because I feel like Triple H he got on everybody's good side when he took over and then brought all his people back, right? Because everybody's like, oh yeah, this is good because Vince got rid of Triple H's people. Now Triple H can fucking do exactly what he wanted to do with them the whole time. And then for most of them, he didn't do anything with those people. Dakota Kai, Johnny Gargano, fucking.
He's got Aleister Black and
Tegan Knox.
Rusev back now too. Andrade's back now.
Andrade he hasn't done shit back with him. Andrade, that was Andrade's first fucking PLE probably.
Yeah, and what happened? He got a ladder dropped on his dick. So there you go.
Oh, like I mean, it's got some questionable decisions for sure. Almost like he doesn't know what to do with all the talent in the allotted time slots. Maybe if you ran more than 3 matches on a fucking 2-hour show and 5 matches on a fucking pay-per-view, you would be able to do something.
Was it 5? I thought it was 4.
No, we had you had the Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria, both Money in the Banks. You had Dominic and Octagon Jr. that got added in late, and then you had the main event tag team match. So yeah, 5. Still 5.
Shit. Yeah, I forgot that one. Yep. Okay.
Somebody that wasn't even on WWE doesn't even sign to WWE.
Oh, that's okay though. We're putting the stamp of approval on Lucha Libre now. So
yeah. One of the funny things I saw on Blue Sky was somebody said you can put the stamp of approval for me liking Taco Bell, but that don't mean Mexican food ain't better. It was a Mexican dude. He was like, I was like, yeah, okay, I see that. It's like if you want authentic pro wrestling, you can go everywhere else, and if you want Taco Bell, you got WWE right there. That's basically what
the way some of these WWE people are talking about AAA like it's a fucking backyard indie or some shit. Like, bro, go look at a picture of Arena Mexico.
Oh, we're about to see a picture of Arena Mexico, baby, at Grand Slam Mexico. You about to fucking see, like, what the hell are we talking about? They're acting like they bought Lucha Underground. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, they're acting like it's worse than that. Honestly, they're acting like it's legit, like a backyard indie. It's so weird. Maybe not backyard. Maybe it's more like they're treating it like they bought fucking like DPW or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. Do you think?
I don't think they understand what AAA is.
I bet half of the people that are in management don't know how to pronounce.
AAA.
Shit. All right. So it don't matter. We still got CMLL. And by the way, I'm actually one of the ones that liked AAA more than CMLL. But I mean, what are you gonna do now? Like now it's gonna be fucked. Like Vikingo, I'm gonna miss him, obviously. Mr. Iguana is super over. Let me tell you. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I guess they just need a new comedy gimmick, and that's what they're gonna do with him. They're gonna treat him like fucking Santino Marella, so it doesn't really matter.
The crazy thing is, fucking Lince Dorado's the one that got all that over with him doing the shit to the Iguana. Yeah. It was more that than anything Mr. Iguana was doing. But okay.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not a bad or not a good wrestler or anything. I'm just saying, like, obviously the gimmick is clearly a comedy gimmick, but.
Right.
What else? But in CMLL we got Mystico. You got Hechicero. Whoa! Yeah, what?
With Mystico, I just feel like MJF is gonna expose him.
Expose him? You think he's gonna beat him with the headlock takeover?
Yeah, he's gonna headlock takeover him.
It's gonna be quite interesting to see how that match goes and if it's better than the Chad Gable.
The way that he's been
Vikingo
talking,
match.
though, there's no way you let MJF win that, right?
Yes, you do.
No fucking shot.
Unless the Hurt Syndicate thing is going to be a really quick storyline thing to be MJF versus Bobby, obviously.
Yeah.
Unless that's where they're going with it and it's not going to be a super long storyline, then no, MJF wins. But if it's not, and then MJF wants to try to pretend like it's somebody else's fault on the Hurt Syndicate, and then Bobby gets in his fucking face, and then he backs down like, whoa, 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 whoa. It was my bad. It was my bad. I lost. Something like that. And that keeps happening to him until the breaking point type deal where he's not getting what he thinks he wants, which is the world title. With those guys
where they're like, yeah, we've got
title.
gold. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now that I can see that happening, but
maybe.
I guess we'll know more if he does win or not. Obviously, yeah, it's gonna be really weird if he beats. It depends on. I guess it depends on also how many CMLL fans are at this fucking like hardcore CMLL fans are at this fucking show too. Because that's when it's supposed to happen, right? Grand Slam Mexico. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so like, I don't know how they're gonna react to MJF winning. So I don't know, man. Mystico is literally like their biggest fucking draw.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see as a partner being like, yeah, we want your biggest, most famous guy to lose to a guy that we haven't really done that much with for like a year for our
since he dropped the title
mid-card-ish storyline.
Yeah, he literally dropped the title so he could go do the movie. So 2 movies,
Right.
Iron Claw and Happy Gilmore 2. So he really has been in and out since he dropped the title. So yeah, I agree. Because he's kind of lost steam. You got to build him back up.
That's what I'm saying. I think Mystico wins that. So.
I'd be cool with it. Especially if you want to get MJF the win back at like a Forbidden Door where he teams up with the rest of the Hurt Syndicate against the MLL dudes.
Yeah, beat up on Commander.
Hey, poor Commander. He's so good too. It's so dumb.
He is good.
He's
so great.
Dumb. It's so dumb that he gets shit on constantly. I mean, he did get the quick title run in Ring of Honor or whatever, but yeah, like, what are we doing?
It's funny how he's always the one eating the pins though, because he's like,
sure the fucking gonna be hologram. They're treating him like he's goddamn Goldberg of the Luchas. And I actually think Commander's
come out with our 172-0 sign.
I think Commander is a better wrestler than Hologram. I'm just throwing that out there.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I think he is. All right, so Double or Nothing. Let's keep talking about it. Fuck it. Let's do. Question for you guys. I wish a segment of R-Truth confusing Mariah May with Carmella, like Truth confusing Triple H with Ciampa and Ciampa with Triple H because we love R-Truth. That will be funny. The R-Truth shit is, first off, I understand where you're going with it. I heard a lot of funny, things that they could have done with R-Truth and AEW or WWE coming back. Either one was funny, but I actually said on Blue Sky that if I was Tony Khan and the shit didn't just happen yesterday, that I would bring him as a serious wrestler and have him win either tag gold or trios gold or possibly even TNT title gold, because the motherfucker still moves like he did 20 years ago. He still looks like he did 20 years ago. It's crazy. He's a PR dream. Like, he's never said anything bad about anybody. He's loved by everybody. So I would have brought him in as a serious character. But yes, I do understand the entertainment value of what everybody was saying. There was some really funny shit that people were saying. But if it was
Carmella, doesn't Carmella not work there anymore?
Yeah, correct.
I don't know that would be the person.
Mariah May with Carmella. I
mean, yeah, but I don't know that you want to reference her if she's not there.
You could have referenced. You could have walked up to Tony Storm and called her Mariah May in the AEW. In AEW, that would have been fucked up, but that would have been funny.
Or just him running into people that used to be at WWE.
It would have also been funny if you just brought him back.
Where you been?
When they did bring him back for the new contract, it would have been funny if they would have brought him in as in NXT. And then he thought he was still in WWE.
No, don't give them any fucking ideas because they might send him to NXT.
Nah, I think they've already said that they're going to make him serious, right? They're doing exactly what I said Tony should have done. They're going to call him Ron Killings.
Make his name Ron Killings, yeah. So maybe.
But they're still calling him Ron the Truth Killings. They don't. People are still going to call him R-Truth and put R-Truth signs out there. The announcers might not, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, the fans will still be.
You know what they got to do? They got to pair him back up with
Xavier Woods. Yeah, Xavier.
Yeah. That's what they got to do.
Truth and Consequences, baby.
Yep.
Having the third member of the New Day. But yeah, I mean, let me just go ahead. I know we're like all over the place right now, but obviously that was going to happen anyway. It's our first show back. But I will say
Structure.
I am super happy for R-Truth.
Yeah.
Super happy for R-Truth. He should have never been let go. Everybody knows that. That's bullshit. You don't get a dude that's been that loyal for that fucking long, does whatever the fuck you say, no pushback. PR does every fucking thing, goes everywhere, even if he's not on the fucking card. Like I'm talking like overseas shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like when he does
Some
the
TKO bean counters, brother. They're doing
don't
cost
start.
benefit analysis and saying we're paying him how much, and he's wrestled one major program. We gotta let's cut that expense.
Yeah,
That's
but you
literally what
don't do it before you or right after the major program. You
But
don't do it
no,
literally right
so
after the major program, though. While he's
well,
fresh
the
in
word
everybody's
is
fucking brain.
the word is that they already knew that he was planned to be not renewed, and it was John Cena that pushed for him to do like one more big thing on his way out. So that's why.
Oh, that's because Cena probably knew that motherfucker was going to get a bunch of fucking swell of support because they've had
his argument was, look how useful he can still be.
Fucking Sean Ross Sapp was reporting that he still had one of the highest fucking selling T-shirts at the time of release or time of letting them know that he's not going to resign.
It was the Ron Cena shirt, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's got to be. But one of the funniest things I heard about Truth coming to Moxley coming to AEW as a comedy character was to be Ron Moxley or whatever instead of Ron Cena, and calling him Dean and all this other bullshit that I heard. There was some funny shit in there, but and then of course Bully Ray on Busted Open tried to fucking steal everybody's ideas on fucking Twitter and pass them off as his own on Busted Open. Like, that would be so funny. Yeah, that's because you didn't come up with it, idiot.
Hey, people have come up with the same idea simultaneously before. Bully Ray is a genius mind for wrestling. Maybe
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen the clips of LFG. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
All I know is the Bully Ray I know from ECW days wouldn't have been punked out by a 20-year-old kid. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
it's whatever.
He probably would have, because
he was not like he was ever like a tough guy. Pounds back then.
Yeah, maybe.
He was a fucking big boy. He was a big boy back then.
You don't throw your sides around so much. You get hit in the face.
All right, Double or Nothing. I don't even fucking know who the fuck. Ospreay versus Page obviously was the main event. He wanted to be the main event after the Anarchy in the Arena. Let's start there because we already kind of
not as good as Logan Paul.
Dude, come on, man. I know what you're trying to do here, and you're trying to make me go literally back on what I was saying about trying to be.
You said you're going to be positive. I'm going to test.
I'm not going to be positive about Logan Paul.
All right.
I can't be positive about asinine statements that you're literally saying just to fucking bait me into fucking arguing. And talking
I'm sorry,
shit about
am I not allowed to appreciate a natural athlete?
He is a natural athlete. That doesn't change the fact that he still stole his whole moveset from fucking Hangman Adam Page and does it worse.
And doesn't do it right. That's why he's fucked up that buckshot lariat, because he doesn't fucking do it right. Him and Punk, they both, for some reason, when they grab the rope for it, they both go overhand grip. That's not how you do it. If you watch Hangman, every time he goes one over and mixed grip. And so he can, because when you pull back on the bicep, as you're flipping, your feet land like this instead of like this. And so you get more stability as you're coming through for the lariat part. Everybody that's fucked it up and fallen, they do overhand grip, and then they fucking like crash down on their knees, doing like a flat-footed front flip. They're fucking it up. You're supposed to use a mixed grip.
Okay. Yes, I agree. That's why he keeps fucking. His knees are gonna be fucked later if he keeps doing it the way he's doing it. And he's slipped more than one time. This ain't the first time he's botched it, by the way.
I know. Taking hints from CM Punk, neither one of whom have watched tape.
I was about to say, don't. CM Punk mix did it and still can't hit it either. So.
No, CM Punk's the one that he really fucked up was both overhands.
Yeah, he might have learned after that. I don't know.
Can't do it either way.
So do you think? Okay, so I immediately after the pay-per-view was over and went back to the job. I immediately showed my friend Michael the Anarchy in the Arena match. I just get right to it. I was like, you got to watch this. This is fucking insane. This is basically shit that we wish would have happened when we were watching it as teenagers. Like, this was insane.
Drowning pool shit.
Yes, it was fucking awesome. I was like, this is so good. And of course now there's reports that WWE is getting Limp Bizkit to do the fucking Braun Breaker's new song or some shit because now they're trying to go back. Now they're trying to get back to the new metal shit because, you know, they just saw how fucking over it got in AEW. Like, you cannot tell me that's a coincidence. You just can't. There's too many things that are going on with this counter fucking shit.
Oh, hold on. I think Braun. Okay, I'm not a fucking WWE defender. Okay, you don't need to worry that I'm. But what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure a while ago Braun Breaker said that he wanted Limp Bizkit to do his song.
Who cares? Braun Breaker has no fucking water in that company.
I mean, his dad does kinda.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Rick Steiner has pool in WWE.
Yeah, a little bit. And then he's also a former Intercontinental Champion.
Drew McIntyre can't even get fucking Shaman's Harvest goddamn song back. What are you talking about?
That's different.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a copyright issue.
Bullshit. They just don't want to pay Shaman's Harvest.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the issue.
Well, take all the money you just saved from
we don't have any fucking money.
Valhalla and Carlito.
We're $420,000 in debt.
420
million. Sorry.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You don't just fucking go out there and talk about how you just had your most fucking profitable month of all time in fucking wrestling history after WrestleMania and then release 17 fucking people.
No, that's exactly what you do when you are beholden to shareholders. That's your fiduciary responsibility is to continue to maximize shareholder value. Yeah, I'm not saying it's I'm explaining. I'm clearly not saying this is a good thing. I'm a fucking communist.
Or you could just fucking keep doing good shows instead of waiting to do one show a fucking year and be like, hey, that was our big month, everybody. Now we're just going to fucking coast for the 11 months after.
Well, the problem is that shareholders are able to make the argument that you are not performing to the full extent of your fiduciary responsibility if you are not maximizing their value as shareholders. So shareholders can band together as like a collective and say, you're spending X amount of money on this expense that brings no value to us, and swing their dick more than, Rick Steiner can.
Well, that's why I don't think it's fair that somebody like a Nick Khan can even have fucking shares in the goddamn thing to go sell and fucking make $4 million or what? He sold 4 million shares or some shit. He said, right? Is what the report was, like 4.8 million shares or some shit. That shouldn't even be allowed. You're directly involved with the fucking actual product on the screen.
There's a lot of this that shouldn't be allowed. We should just nationalize all companies.
Well, I know that.
They should all be state run. Okay, we're gonna have a government wrestling program.
Everything should be state run until they don't want it to be state run. That's the rules, right? That's what I've been paying attention to. Is we want our president to fucking delegate everything to the states until they say that they don't like whatever the fuck he wanted to, and then they send the National Guard in there to do it for you.
First of all, when I say state run, I mean like state run in the communist sense.
No, I understand. Obviously, I was fucking being.
We don't need a Utah wrestling organization.
Obviously, I was going up to the next level with that. But yes, I would love a Utah wrestling. What are you talking about? Let's have 50 different. Let's do Death of the Territories. I just listened to the Death of the Territories book, by the way, on Spotify. Fucking great book. Great book. I gotta listen to it again. Actually, Spotify had a lot of audiobooks on it that I did not know that you could just have for free. Like you didn't have to buy separately, like you do on like Audible or whatever.
State and Revolution by Lennon is on there.
Moxley's book is on there, and I think Austin's book and Jim Ross's book on there too. So I've got them saved too because I'm gonna listen to those next. I can't wait for Moxley's because I know he talks a lot of shit, but because I've heard clips or whatever. But I like
in his own voice.
Yeah, I know. I like the ones where they do their own voice. So JR and Austin do as well, and then JR is also on Austin's book, I believe, as well. But I don't know who narrated the Death of Territories, but it's really fucking good, dude. It's so good. They literally break down all the shit that Vince did to fuck up the territories and shit. It's crazy. What a dick. What a fucking dick, bro. What a asshole. Because the thing is that Vince didn't even have to do half that shit and he still would have won anyway. That's what makes him an asshole.
Not all the sexual assault and coercion and...
That wasn't in the book. Sorry. That wasn't in there. I do think they did the Ring Boy scandal. They briefly touched on that and the steroid scandal, I believe, as well.
See, the steroid thing, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit about steroids. But the Ring Boy shit is like, would disqualify.
It might have bothered you in 1991 whenever the fuck it went down because nobody knew anything about it back then. There's way more information and fucking science involved on like what we know about steroids now. Back then,
Well,
everybody
the
was
whole
like,
reason they started getting demonized was because Russia fucking killed us in the Olympics in like the 60s or 70s because they were all on Tyranobol.
yeah,
And then
instead of just telling our people to take it too,
they get too right. They were just like, "Oh, those dirty, filthy cheaters!"
we would
Like,
have
bro,
never
first
lost
of all,
again. We would have never lost
we were doing that
again.
shit too. It was
We
just a
would've never
different,
lost.
better compound. That was the problem.
We would have never
And then
lost
it was just like,
again,
yeah.
bro. We would have never. Yeah. I mean, goddamn, they made a whole fucking Rocky movie about this shit. They did. They did. Drago was
Rocky
fucking straight up on fucking made in a lab, dude. What are we talking about? And Rocky beat
Sylvester
him.
Stallone would never do steroids, brother.
Miracle in the Ring, baby. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
he didn't do steroids for that movie at all. What the fuck are we talking about on this show, dude? What are we talking about?
We're at optimal cycle is 12 weeks of test E.
We're supposed to be talking about Double or
little,
Nothing.
Mixing a little bit of trend.
Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we are. Yeah.
Anarchy in the Arena. Anarchy in the Arena, bro. It's so good. Drowning. We got from fucking Drowning Pool to steroid scandal in 91 and shareholder stuff. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, Anarchy in the Arena.
It's all wrestling.
First of all, that's my favorite Anarchy in the Arena match so far.
Yeah, I think so too. It was definitely the best. Fucking swing into the speaker, the one speaker.
Yeah.
And that apparently shuts off the music for the whole arena. It was just
that was
so
bullshit.
fucking campy.
That was bullshit.
Yeah,
but,
it was funny.
And then you immediately played the music for the winners after, by the way.
Well, these other speakers are still fine, bro.
Drowning Pool was only coming out with one speaker. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's so good. Okay, so what do you think they do with Hook?
I don't know, man. They seem to be teasing like he's mad at them for not
because they won the trio
saving
title
him or
without him.
replacing him or
replacing him with Hobbs. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I don't know. He might break off, go solo. I don't feel like
a good spot for him though. It was such a good spot. It's not their fault you got hurt, bro. That's on you.
Yeah.
Because that was a good spot for him. No joke. He could have learned with Joe and fucking Shibata for a while. They could have been. Yeah. They could have just had the fucking trios titles for like 2 years. I wouldn't even.
And
care.
Hobbs doesn't need the spot either, so that's another part of it. But like, I kind of feel like Hook does work better as like a solo act, even though he would get a lot from being around them and learning from them. Just as a character, I feel like he works better as a solo act.
Yeah, what also sucks is the fact that I think because of his limited promo skills, and that they know that, so they work around that, obviously. And I know we can't pick Taz because of obviously Taz is first of all, he's a great announcer, and two, he's already got the connection, so we already know we know why you'd be out there and all this other shit. But I need him to have a badass character like a Taz to be his manager.
I mean, I don't know why they couldn't have Taz be his manager.
I mean,
it's not like
Don
you can't
Callis
film
does it all
fucking
the fucking
vignettes
time. He
and
goes
stuff.
on the fucking announce table,
and then he comes out
match.
and gets on commentary.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, no, that's true. And Taz is still a really good talker too. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if they see it as a nepo thing or what. Like they think it was going to come. Not them, AEW. Like if they think that's how people would perceive it, like fans would be like, "Oh, you're only." Yeah, but then they went off by their own, and they got fucking over. They got more over by themselves.
But you could still do that same arc. You could have Hook not be with his dad for the rest of his fucking life. They could
I know that. I understand all that. Yeah. I mean, you got to get better eventually, for sure. Like for instance, like when Christian was with Jack Perry, and then Jack Perry you could literally see him become a better promo.
Now he's off making knives in fucking Minnesota or something.
Being around fucking Christian constantly, you could literally see him become a better promo. They need somebody like that for Hook, I think.
Shit, make it Christian.
Yeah, when he gets rid of Nick Wayne.
Which seems like it's coming.
Yeah, that's definitely coming, for sure. But I think that's because they're going to switch Christian to be a good guy with Edge again, right?
Yeah, I think Nick is the one that turns, and then they have Edge and Christian do their little final tag run.
And then
Copeland and Christian.
If Luchasaurus ever gets cleared and comes back, then they can be the new Jurassic Express, Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus.
He had a pretty serious chest infection.
Yeah, no shit. They said it was like career-threatening, life-threatening. So they still don't even know if he's going to come back yet. Like, it's still crazy. Like, it was insane. I did not expect that at all. I don't know where the fuck he got that shit from. That was insane. Okay, so let's talk about women's matches. They had 2 of them on, 3 of them actually. Me too. and I love women's wrestling. And I feel like we've been a very strong advocate here on the show, whether we think Tony Khan has been or hasn't been in the past. We've discussed that, obviously, but we do think that he's coming around, yes? I mean, 3 matches on the pay-per-view, one obviously so it's a pre-show. The tag team match where the fucking both tag teams look like tag teams. Hint, hint, titles possibly coming soon, especially with Tay Mello coming back at Fyter Fest and teaming up with
Did you see who came back at TNA?
Who came back at TNA? Did I see who came back at TNA? I probably did, and I probably forget. Why didn't I?
The Iconics.
Oh, yeah, the Iconics. I have it written down, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it written down. Yeah, it's on my good, bad, and ugly thing. Yeah, so no, I did see that. I said I probably did, but I just didn't know what the hell you were talking about. But yes.
He doesn't love women.
I do. I do. I do.
I love Billy Kay.
I love Billy Kay. I love Peyton Royce too, but Billy Kay is personality-wise. Billy Kay.
Yeah, she's the funnier. She's got a better comedic timing of the two.
I mean, Cassie might be funny.
They're both funny.
We don't see it on screen like we do Billy Kay. Like it's obvious with Billy Kay. Anyway, yeah. So didn't fucking Cassie just have a second kid?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she's got 2 and Billy has 1.
Oh, yeah, I know that they're both obviously married and stuff, but I don't know that much about their personal lives aside from that.
Anyway, so yeah, the Iconics, Inspiration, whatever you want to call them, they're back at TNA. But yes, okay, so if I created a list right now of tag teams, potential tag, I said this on Blue Sky and yes, and I got a big response of people that agreed with me on Blue Sky.
What's the big response on Blue Sky? Like fucking 11 people?
Yeah, for me, yes.
No, just in general.
Blue Sky's got a shit ton of people, bro. I've got it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be so hilarious if it's actually 11 people.
Friendster.
It's big. It's definitely bigger than that. But all right. Where the fuck is it? I don't know. That was when I was arguing with somebody that tried to say the MJF Bro Chacha storyline almost made AEW go out of business. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't think that was even remotely a possibility. It wasn't.
Shit. That's why I went off on the motherfucker, and I eventually blocked him because he was stupid as fuck.
Also, it's storming here so bad that I just had to turn on my light. So if I just drop off, it's because I got a fucking storm in the area.
It's supposed to rain here today, as well. But I don't know if it's supposed to be a storm or not. Where the fuck is my goddamn thing that everybody was liking? Because I said maybe a hot take. Where is it? Oh, there we go.
Okay, but
all right, 10.
Women's tag.
10. Yeah. So you were close for me anyway. All right, so I said maybe a hot take, but the women's tag division in AEW without titles may currently be more stacked than the men's tag division.
I don't even think that's a hot take. How many tags do you really have? No, how many tags do you have in WWE?
Because I'm not counting. No, not in WWE. I'm talking about in AEW. As well.
Oh, I thought you said WWE.
Because I'm not even like Young Bucks haven't even been involved in the tag team division in forever, right? Since they lost to Private Party, which we haven't seen, by the way, since they lost. So basically, you've got the fucking Hurt Syndicate, the Outrunners, FTR, Paragon, any fucking members of them that they want to throw out there, but usually Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, obviously. And who? Yeah. That are like legit threats in like that to make the like, you know what I'm talking, like can go out there.
Leo Rush and Action Andretti.
They can't get out of a fucking feud with Top Flight, so I don't count that. And then
we also Top Flight.
Haven't seen the Ass Boys in forever, right? So haven't seen Juice, Jay White, any of them. We haven't seen Bullet Club Gold at all in a long time.
Jay White's hand is broken.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying.
I think Juice is cleared now. I heard.
Yeah, but him coming back doesn't really make any sense without the rest of them, or at least some of them.
Yeah. You could do some stuff with the Don Callis family. Tags out of that. So you got like.
But you're like kind of piecing together tags from stables, is what I'm saying. Like
I mean, FTR obviously is still around.
I said FTR.
So
I said them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they're used to, obviously with the Lucha Brothers gone, Young Bucks being out, like it
Private Party's out there right now. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up the division.
Jurassic Express split up, obviously. Yes, like a lot of the solid. I mean, they had a super deep tag team division. Grizzly Young Veterans are on Ring of Honor.
Cope and Christian soon.
Cope and Christian, that'd be a hilarious tag team name, and just come out just as nuns.
Since Sting left, and
Give it
Darby's
the
obviously not in the tag anymore.
headbanger style.
Yeah. Swerve and Hangman.
What they used to
when
call
they
them? What was their fucking headbanger's original name? Wasn't it like the Flying Nuns or some shit? I don't remember. It was something stupid. Their original tag team name. Do you not remember? I love headbangers, but I don't remember their fucking original name. Anyway, shut up. No. Anyway,
what do you mean shut up? Swerve and Hangman is going to be a tag team in like
oh
a
my
year.
god, these are just teams that you're piecing together now, dude. They're not actual tag teams. Now, if you look at the women's division, you've got Willow and Chris Statlander. You've got Anna and Tay.
They don't even like each other. So when you talking about me piece of shit
They
together?
do like each other, and they're going to get back together, and everybody knows it, bro. Like, let's be
well,
real
I
here.
can't say Swerve and Hangman, but you can say Willow and Statlander.
Yes, at least they've teamed up before.
They've teamed up before too.
Who?
Swerve and Hangman.
When?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up. You don't even know. So what the fuck? Even if you found it, you still lose. You don't even know. You acted like it was some fucking well-known thing, and you don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't say it was well-known. I just said they have.
Well, Willow and Stat is well-known, bitch. Let me get some drink of this fucking... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Never
they literally were together with fucking Stokely. Whole ass storyline. We're almost an hour into this show, and we have not talked about anything on this list.
Yeah, they're a team right now with Ospreay.
I'm about to slap the shit out of you, dude. So anyway, Tay Mello.
They were a team in PWG.
Oh my goddamn. And Tay and Harley Cameron, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're like kind of sliding her out to put her with fucking Mello now, because you're definitely not going to get women's trios titles. So I don't understand that whole concept. But anyway, Penelope and Megan Bayne, obviously. And then Anna Jay and Tay Mello, and then obviously they went against the other tag team that actually looked like a tag team with I don't even know what the fuck they call themselves. I call them TNA because Harley Cameron won't fucking stop talking about tits and ass every fucking promo. Then you got Thunderstorm still, or Thunder Tits. If you swear to God, dude.
Thunder Rose has not been around in a long time, so I don't know why
she's literally been on. She was just on Ring of Honor, and she just
that does not count as an AEW. That's an AEW tag team to say that she was.
She
in Ring of
literally
Honor.
just had a fucking tag, dude.
Was Tony Storm her partner?
Yes.
When?
The whole fucking promo where she said they called them Thunder Tits. It wasn't even that long ago.
Damn, maybe I don't love women because I don't remember that at all.
It was a collision, though you probably didn't watch it.
Okay. Yeah, probably not.
Okay. Okay, so
I don't think that they would do that.
No, I don't. As a continuous team, no. But I have more. I just don't know where the fuck my list is now.
The two Renegade Twins.
Yes, if one of them ever comes back, I think one of them got hurt.
You could probably stick Layla Gray with somebody.
Don't know who. Yeah, I don't know who, and then you have to still kind of keep the Top Gun thing together. Queen Aminata and Serena Deeb would be great. Lady Frost and Taya, or Taya and Deonna Purrazzo, the Vendetta.
I think Purrazzo just said something about Taya not that long ago too, so that would make sense. Thunder's kicking out hard.
I don't know who else, man. There's a lot of them though. Like I actually had a whole ass list that was like fucking 8 legit women's tag teams that you could have. Oh, Julia and Sky Blue, obviously. So yeah, there's definitely teens, bro. Definitely. And we already know that we talked about it after one of the pay-per-views where Tony Khan was asked about the women's tag titles potentially coming in, and he said he wanted to bring them. Like he's going to bring them in, and he wants to. He just didn't know when. I feel like this is his second chance to do it.
Mercedes and somebody, right?
Mercedes.
Surely there's somebody she gets along with.
Yeah, Camille. who left?
Surely there's someone else she gets along
with.
No,
I don't know. The new muscle.
Where the fuck is Britt Baker?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the fuck she's been. Chilling. They said, actually, somebody had said something about she was doing, obviously still doing the dental shit, but I think she was doing a TV show, like either a host or I don't fucking remember, Ben. She's doing something, though. But I swear Sean Ross Sapp had said something about that. And he just came out about Camille doing more projects, too, so that's why she hasn't been there. Who is... I'm trying to remember... You could do Athena and Billy Starks as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially at least for the
Well-
tournament. Even if they're not going to win or be in AEW together, they could be together in the tournament for sure. Because fucking even
Point
in the
of all that
tournament,
being
Tony
there
Khan
are
loves to
tag
bring
teams.
in Ring of Honor people for tournaments. Do what?
I said, point of all that being, yes, you do have a few tag teams you could do. Yes.
More than a few. This is like his second best opportunity so far since before Tay left the first time when they had Penelope
Yeah.
Ford and Allie, the bunny, whatever. When they had the street fight with fucking Statlander and Willow, and that match was insane. And they had like a few legit tag teams then. Even when they had the women's tag medal fucking thing that Diamante and Ivelisse won. Like, I mean, yeah, there's definitely people out there, bro. Like, they could definitely do it, and it would be infinitely, like, not infinitely, but I guess infinitely. It would be instantly better than WWE's tag team division for the women. Out the jump, like it's crazy to me. I mean, I hope he doesn't miss this opportunity and like people start getting hurt and shit like that, and then he misses his opportunity to bring the fucking titles in again because that would suck. But you could put Lady Frost with somebody, obviously, as well. I'm a very big pun guy when I do my pro wrestling sim shit. So I would probably hire Lindsay Snow and put Lindsay Snow with Lady Frost.
Is that a pun?
No, I mean just two ice people together.
I don't think that's how puns work. All right.
Twin Peaks. Call them Twin Peaks. There you go, bitch.
That's still not a pun.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, yes it is, dude. What was your favorite match from Double or Nothing?
Hangman Ospreay, probably.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I've already watched the Anarchy in the Arena match 3 times, and I've only watched the Ospreay Hangman match once.
Sorry, you like fucking mud show wrestling, but
Yeah,
I
do
prefer
love,
classic.
I do love it. I do love Mud Show Wrestling. Speaking of Mud Show Wrestling, I had made a fucking Mud Show Wrestling comment about ECW and TNA. Somebody on Facebook had posted because I guess Bully Ray had said something. Somebody had said something about the Young Bucks were not better than the Dudley Boys, and
Out of your fucking mind.
yeah. So agree. But anyway, I said, wait a minute. I said, 10 years of the Dudley Boys' life were spent in fucking TNA. They spent more time in TNA and ECW than they did WWE. WWE, they were only there for like 6 years or some shit. 4 to 6 years. I said, so you think because you accomplished something in ECW, which was by far the third brand and didn't even have a national TV program until the last year of its life, and TNA, which WON and a lot of other outlets don't even recognize their world title as winning a world championship anymore and haven't for a long time. You think those combined years there was enough to put them over, like, or just removing that altogether? You think their 5-year run in WWE is enough to say that they're better than the Young Bucks as a tag team? You're out of your fucking mind, bro.
I don't see any reality where anybody actually believes that unless they just haven't watched Young Bucks matches.
Even
But
even if you count ECW and TNA, like even if I gave them that, I still wouldn't put them over the Young Bucks.
Go watch the Bucks versus. You don't even have to say Kenny and Hangman. That was too obvious. Go watch the Bucks versus Kenny and Ibushi, or go watch the Bucks versus in the Lucha Brothers, like any fucking time ever, and tell me what Dudley Boys match you would put up against that.
Yeah, they're just, you know what they're gonna say. You know what
Ever.
they're gonna say. But you know what they're gonna say.
You can't say TLC.
Yes, that's what they're going to say though. And
But
then
TLC wasn't better than those.
well, for their time.
It wasn't.
For their time.
Okay.
For their
And fucking
time.
Jurassic Park had great fucking visual effects for its time too. But we don't
first
look
of
at
all,
that
they
shit today,
still
we're
hold
like,
up. They still hold up. Don't start your shit. The first Jurassic Park is
No,
still
they don't.
better than the new ones. Oh, you're so full of
Motherfucker.
shit.
we know that they had feathers now. That shit does not hold up
Oh my
to
god.
archaeological scrutiny
The
or
new
to
fucking
CGI.
Jurassic Park ones don't have fucking feathers either. What in the fuck are you talking about? Oh, no, we don't know that, first of all.
Look, that's their fault for doing it wrong. Yes, we do know that.
No,
What
we
do you
don't.
mean?
No, we don't, bro.
Look it up.
No, we don't.
We found them in Amber.
Yeah, they found them in Amber for the movie too.
That was a fake Amber.
Don't believe that propaganda. They're feeding you bullshit, bro.
Listen, I know what the color of my energy is, and it's
I know birds don't
Andrew.
last as long as fucking alligators and crocodiles, so I know who the fuck the real dinosaurs are. I don't give a shit, dude.
What do you think chickens are derivative of?
What do you think alligators and crocodiles are derivative of?
They're both derivative of one thing, but which do you think is closer? Like when you look at a fucking T-Rex's arms, do those look more like chicken wings or like a fucking crocodile's feet?
Crocodile feet and the fucking chicken feet are pretty fucking similar, to be real with you.
No. I said T-Rex arms and chicken wings.
T-Rex arms. You think an alligator isn't closer to a T-Rex arm? Where he doesn't
It's not.
He can't do nothing? That's some good crispy
It's not.
duck. That's some good crispy duck.
It's not.
Oh, you're so full of
Chicken
shit.
Chicken versus T-Rex. Look, hold on.
I'm not looking at anything. You literally said some bullshit on this fucking show already about fucking
Look.
Jurassic Park fucking graphics aren't holding up in fucking
You don't
2025, and you're a
You don't
lying
understand.
whore.
You don't understand.
Oh,
You don't
you're a
understand. I'm
lying
sorry.
whore.
You just have no idea what you're
They
talking about.
look better. The
They
fucking
don't.
90s movie. Yes, it does. Look
Nope.
at it. Go watch the newest movie with all the CGI garbage in it, and go
I'm
watch
not
that
watching
fucking
that
movie.
Chris Pratt dog shit. All right, get out of
There's
here.
a new one coming out that don't have him in it, and I promise you, it doesn't look better than the fucking 90s movie. Don't start your shit with me, guy.
How do you know you haven't seen it yet?
I seen the fucking trailer. You think they didn't show
Oh,
the
you
goddamn
know-
dinosaurs? You think on the ninth fucking Jurassic Park movie they didn't show the dinosaur in the fucking trailer? Oh shit! I think he finally left. Oh, I think it's finally gone, guys. Yes, good. That's what you get for your fucking bullshit anyway. That's what you get for your bullshit anyway. He's out of here. I think his whole shit probably just fucking cut off. Oh shit. We haven't talked about any wrestling, dude. We haven't talked about any wrestling at all. Do I need to end this call? Oh, he's completely fucked up. Did he send me a message? No, he did not. It says he's still in there. Oh shit. Do I need to end the call, bro? Oh fuck, let me see if he messaged me. Let's text me. They knew he was so fucking full of shit that the internet cut him off. He said, power just went out, figured that was coming. I said, I'm roasting you right now. Oh, it's so good. All right, let me get back in here. It still says he's in there, though, even though the power went out. All right, we'll see how that works out real quick. Let me pull my shit back up. I'll talk about wrestling for you guys. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Is that him? Or was that me? No, that was me. Oh, he got out. Okay. All right, so he might be coming in now, eventually. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so let me talk about Double or Nothing real quick, since he didn't want to, and trying to spew some bullshit out here. All right, so my favorite match was Anarchy in the Arena. Now, I'm not going to say that, I mean, obviously, Hangman and Ospreay was really fucking good. They're both 5-star matches. I don't give a shit. Anarchy in the Arena was the best Anarchy in the Arena match. Hangman and Ospreay was really fucking good. But I will be watching and going back. I can already tell you in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I'll be going back and rewatching Anarchy in the Arena a lot more than I'll be rewatching Ospreay Page. And that's not because Page and Ospreay wasn't really fucking good. It's just that all their matches are like that. You're never going to see. You see one Anarchy in the Arena match a year, and that was the best one. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna go. It's just so fucking unique, and it was done so well this time, like really fucking good. So that's why I said that. My Double or Nothing review, as far as a total show goes, is obviously A+. Like if I'm grading it, which we used to do back in the day, and we'll probably bring back again. It is an A+. I don't know how you don't fucking give it an A+. Even the Speedball Mike Bailey versus Okada match was really fucking good. It got lost in the shuffle because of all the other good stuff. But if you literally just go back and really watch Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey in a vacuum, just watch that match by itself. It's so fucking good. So even that one should be like a 4.75 stars. Both women's matches, which we were talking about or trying to talk about before we got on the tag team kick. The tag team match on the pre-show between Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, and Anna Jay and Harley Cameron was really fucking good. And then Mercedes Moné, her match was really fucking good. And then Toni Storm, her match was really fucking good. And obviously it all set up to Moné versus Storm for All In or whatever, with the winner getting the 2 AEW titles. That'll be interesting to see which way they go, because Moné just won another indie title, so she's like up to 5 belts now or some shit. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Speaking of belts, Fyter Fest, they announced in the second part of Fyter Fest for the Collision part that Okada and Omega are going to be facing each other with a winner take all for the Continental and International title. And that had been rumored for a little bit that they were going to combine those titles anyway. So if that is the case, which I'm hoping it is, that's great, especially if you do. Maybe that's what Tony Khan is waiting for, to combine those titles so he has one less title and then bring in the women's tag team titles to replace it as far as number of titles goes. I'd be cool with that. And then use the international title as the C2 championship for the Continental Classic. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think they should have Omega go over Okada, but you also paid Okada a shit ton of money, and we don't know how long either one really has left and how many more Okada versus Omega matches we're going to get. So I really, honestly, won't be mad either way. But I think Omega winning makes more sense just because he has the higher quality title. I'd rather it be called the international title than the Continental title, but that's just me.
You could be wrong all you want.
Okay, guy. Anyway.
Okay.
Why?
You hear me?
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. You're showing up. You're good. For some reason, you're fucking. Oh, probably because I don't have. Oh no, that worked. Why the fuck is it not working? Oh, there it goes. That's what it was. Got it. You're good.
Storm's going fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right. So I talked a lot more about Double or Nothing so that we can move on. I gave it an A+, obviously.
A+ for me too. I mean, if we're gonna say it's one of the year, best one of the year, it's hard not to say that it's A+, right?
How many 5-star matches do you think? Did Dave Meltzer already release his ratings for Double or Nothing?
He did. I think I had a 4. Was it 4?
Okay. So let me see if I can guess them. So obviously Ospreay and Paige got 5.
3.5.
They obviously got 5. They might even got 6, but I don't know.
It was 5.5, I think.
Was it 5.5? So they've never had a match against each other. So I think it's weird that he didn't go, that he went over 5. Because you know how I rate matches. Obviously, we've had the conversation before. Like my matches.
No, there's only 2. Okay.
There's only 2 5-star matches.
Yeah.
And the Anarchy in the Arena wasn't the other one.
It was.
It was? Okay. Well, I would have gave Speedball and Okada like a 4.5 or 4.75. What did he give it?
4.5.
Okay. I just said that earlier. So, okay. So Hayter and Mercedes had to be pretty high though, yeah? 4.25?
4.5.
4.5. Okay. I like that. And then Tony versus Marino was 4?
4.
Boom! Okay, Meltzer. I'm starting to get you, Meltzer. Okay, and then what was the other matches on there?
I understand it now.
What was the other matches? No, I mean I agree with most of these.
FTR versus Daniel Garcia and Nigel.
4.
4.5.
4.5. Really? Okay. I actually enjoyed the Tony Storm match more, but all right.
I told you, Meltzer don't like women.
Did you already say those? Did I already say Speedball and Okada? And it was 4.5. Okay. All right. See, I probably would have gave that 4.75. I think I went back and watched that match first before I rewatched. Okay. In a vacuum, I know in the totality of the show it gets lost. But if you go watch that match by itself, that match is really fucking good. Really fucking good.
I agree.
So I would probably give it 4.75. Was there any other high ones that we're not mentioning?
Yeah, Ricochet and Mark Briscoe.
Oh yeah, the ambulance match. Yeah. Do you think it was weird that they had him come back out later on?
I thought it was weird that they just kept the ambulance there.
And he lost the match, and he's the one that came back. That was a little weird, a little Mick Foley-ish.
When I saw that the ambulance was still there, I was like, "That's weird." because earlier on one of the pre-shows, somebody said
Archer.
about the
It was
anarchy.
Archer. Yes, I
Yeah.
watched it. Yeah. Yep.
He said somebody's
He
leaving the
kinda gave it
ambulance. I
away.
was like,
Yeah, he kind of gave it away.
yeah,
Yeah,
are
he
they?
kind of he
Okay.
gave it away. He like mixed the stipulation in with the Anarchy in the Arena match, and I was like, yeah, I thought that was weird too. And I was like, wait a minute, he knows something we don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was Archer. He gave it away.
I like him on the pre-show though. I think he's good there.
He's got heat with the boys now, giving everybody all the secrets. I don't think anybody else called it.
You're gonna
I
have
mean,
to-
if you don't
you're
watch
gonna
the
have to
pre-show,
go-
it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter.
All right, Archer, you got to go get dressed in the hallway for 6 months now. You fucked up, boy.
All right. So how much longer now that TKO owns, and we're gonna move on here, obviously. Now that TKO owns WWE, right, and technically AAA now.
How much longer will the company last? Like 3 years?
No. How much longer do we still do the whole? This wrestler's dream was always WWE, so they were gonna go to WWE no matter what. Like the Mariah May show. It can't be much longer, yeah.
Why not?
Really, dude. My dream
It's
was
still the
always
biggest
WWE.
brand.
Not when you fucking actually grow up and see how the fuck they treat people.
Oh, you mean like how many more generations is it going to take for WWE to be the
Okay,
lame
so
company
I
to work
kind of
for?
compared this to NCAA football back in the day when you used to have to make pitches to get people to come to your school, right? And everybody had their
Okay.
own thing that they liked, right? So you either want a really good coach, right? So if I go to this side, I get William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Triple H type shit. And if I go to this side, I get Dean Malenko, Chris Hero, Jericho, I know helps. Kenny Omega helps with the women, obviously. So I get that side.
Moxley,
yes, obviously with Shafir for sure. And then obviously Danielson was obviously with Jade Cargill and a bunch of other people for when he was there as well. So you got that aspect. You've got the owner aspect, which would be the fucking owner of the team, the Tony Khan versus the TKO board or whatever the fuck. You've got travel schedule or location, like Will Ospreay, for instance. He didn't want to fucking go to WWE because he didn't want to be on the fucking road away from his family constantly. But then everybody said he was scared of the grind. He was scared of the grind. By the way, congratulations to Alex Windsor for signing with AEW as well, which is Ospreay's fucking wife or whatever. So,
just a whole couple scared of the grind.
Super scared of the grind.
Not a power couple.
But you got like these different things like you would in that game or whatever to try to make your pitch to have them come over. Well, obviously money being a big thing now as well.
Right. Which WWE is also not winning on.
Yes, obviously.
Their offers are lower.
Yeah.
So their offers are lower, their coaches are worse, the owner is worse. I don't know, man.
Creativity's worse.
Travel's worse.
Travel's worse. That's what I'm saying. How much longer will we get the whole, oh, it was always my dream to be in, how many more years does AEW have to be around before we stop doing that shit? Like 5, 10?
The problem is the brand of like WrestleMania and going to WrestleMania and the legacy that it has attached to it, to be able to say, I went to the same event that Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant. It's still going to carry some like weight for a while into the future.
But
like,
we understand that the reason that weight was carried was because of a Vince McMahon who created all that, and now he's not in charge of that anymore.
Not really. Like, think about it like this, right? Like, let's say that the XFL like really takes off as a football league.
Yeah.
And it's got better pay, it's got better treatment of their athletes, better travel schedule, better player safety, better coaches, like all that shit. But at the end of the day, like being able to say that you went to the Super Bowl is still going to be a bigger deal to a lot of people than being able to say that you went to whatever the XFL's equivalent of the Super Bowl is.
Yes, but if the XFL or UFL technically now, but if the UFL was around for, everybody thought it was going to die and everybody's moving the goalposts back and it keeps getting signed for new TV deals and it's not going anywhere and it's clearly not going anywhere and they're making money and TK has got more money than fucking TKO type shit, et cetera, whatever. How many years before that stops? It's got to stop eventually.
Think about it in the context of like boxing, right? There used to be the one heavyweight championship that everybody cared about, and then you split off into all these different fucking orgs.
Yeah.
So like WBC and IBC and
WBO,
actually, but you know what I mean.
WBO, yes,
yeah. I think the market has to be so saturated with accolades or whatever that to the new people coming into the sport or the, I guess, sport, wrestling, they don't appear any different regardless of what history is attached to whatever legacies, in the same way that the belts are. Because now nobody's looking at one specific boxing heavyweight championship and saying, oh, that's the one that fucking whoever had like 30 years ago. They don't really do that.
Yeah, because I mean, boxing fucking numbers are way down in totality because of how fucking convoluted it is or whatever.
I agree. But that's what would have to happen to wrestling. You'd have to have the new audience coming in not be able to differentiate in the legacy of, or like the prestige attached to specific events or titles, for it to get to a point where people coming into that industry will be like, well, I don't really give a shit. I'll pick either one. This one's going to pay me better and has nicer people. I'll go there. I don't know how long into the future that looks like, but you have to assume that if TKO drags this into the fucking mud the way that they're kind of doing right now, and it becomes like this uncool thing of like all these corny fucking sponsorships and everything else, like to where it actively turns people off of it, then
which there is a line that they can
10, 15 years.
There is a line that they can cross where I will probably just, stop.
They've already fucking crossed it with me, man. If you're putting fucking sponsorships on ladders and tables, bro.
I don't have an issue with that. But if I swear to God, if I see fucking Cody Rhodes come out and he's got fucking 4 to 10 sponsors on his shit, I just can't do it, bro. Like you're literally taking out what makes the shit special to have the dreams in the first place. No one's gonna be like, man, it was always my dream to wear the fucking Hooters sponsorship at goddamn WrestleMania. No one's gonna say that.
That was our dream for Machine Pitch.
I love. Actually, it was minor league. Machine Pitch was.
Oh, was it? I don't remember.
Machine Pitch was Carolina Barbecue for you.
The
powder blue shirt.
You were at the furniture store for the
CWA.
I went after that
for the majors. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we were Hooters together though. It was awesome. I don't think I even did Machine Pitch. I think I skipped Machine Pitch. I don't remember ever doing Machine Pitch. I remember you being in Carolina Barbecue though. But I was in. I went to Hooters. We went to Hooters.
Haverty's.
Was it Haverty's? No. Did we do Haverty's?
There was I think you did Haverty's.
Was I on Haverty's? For Machine Pitch?
For one of the years that you were above me. No, you were a year above me, so you were on a team that I wasn't on one year.
I remember.
I swear it was Haverty's.
Didn't we do Hooters together 2 years or just one? 2?
We did it together too.
Yeah, and we came in second place one of the years. Yep. We actually went all the way to the fucking tournament final. And
nobody listening knows what the fuck we're talking about. We're talking about baseball.
Little League baseball,
like
yes.
Little League baseball.
Hooters was our sponsorship. I still have my Hooters jersey actually, and I had put it on Schrute. I have a picture with Schrute on. It fits him. Well, it probably doesn't now.
I bet it still fits you.
Now with these guns, baby, I'll put it on.
Wear it like a crop top. Wear it like a crop top.
Hey, ladies love the crop tops. Let me get this stomach a little bit flat.
They do.
Let me get the stomach a little bit flatter, and I'll wear that one, and I'll wear my fucking Boomer Esiason polyester fucking jersey from when I was 4 years old. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll do it. Got that. I still got that, too. I want to get rid of it. I don't know why. I got a problem. All right, so... Boomba! Any fucking way. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, so
sponsorships.
The sponsorship will be my drawing line of when it starts showing up on people. Like I'm not talking about the one time that it showed up on a fucking Rey Mysterio match because he had his own independent deal with that fucking sponsorship. I'm talking about TKO making sponsorships and then fucking dispersing them out to their fucking talent. Hey, you're gonna wear this. You're gonna wear this or whatever. No, I'm done with that shit. I will not.
You're the Jersey Mike special tonight, son.
Yeah, you're gonna come out to the ring with Danny DeVito.
Hey, that'd be kind of sick. Because I was a trash man.
But he has the. Do you know why I said Danny DeVito though? Because he is in the Jersey Mike commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Pull the sub out of the trash can and hit somebody in the head with it.
Yeah.
The trash.
All right, hold on. You're starting to sell me on it now. Hold on.
Yeah, but they won't do the cool shit. They won't do the cool shit though. That's the thing.
They won't.
All right. So Mariah
there's going to be stickers ads.
So anyway, we had that whole conversation because Mariah May, that was the report that her dream was always to go to WWE and that Tony Khan knew that before he signed her or whatever the fuck. Now, that helps me alleviate some of the anger I had towards Tony Khan not re-signing her.
I didn't have any toward him.
I do.
I do. You can't.
I do. You
Look,
you don't sign being the second biggest company and building up someone who had no popularity in the USA to that point before they were signed with you. where they're considered a top tier talent in the women's division. And after that one long ass storyline you gave them, they immediately go to your biggest competition and you don't try to re-sign them. I did have a problem with it. But now knowing that he didn't have a choice because she was going to go there regardless, alleviates some of my anger towards that whole situation. Yes, it does.
I have no problem with it because his guy went over, or his girl went over in the program.
That's irrelevant,
So
though.
no
dude.
matter how much you build her up, when she leaves, she's still going to be the person that lost to fucking Tony Storm.
I mean, I don't feel like that's has anything to do with it at all. She literally went
I
from
do.
zero popularity in the U.S. Like if we were playing fucking Pro Wrestling Sim right now,
Yes,
she came
and
over
now
zero
she goes
popularity.
up to it. And now if in WWE she goes up to 1,000 popularity, she's still going to be the person that lost to Tony Storm in her only major program before going over to fucking NXT.
But no one's gonna care about that, dude. That's what I'm saying. And you could have still done so much
I
more
think
with
it will.
her in AEW. You could have put anybody in that spot against Tony Storm. Then, if that was the case,
I don't
by
think
the
it would have
way,
worked.
I agree with Sean Ross Sapp on this point too. By the way, how do you not? I don't give a fuck what they say. In case you would have got injured or something, right? What if you would have got injured for a while? You always, in this modern era, gotta have a fucking 1-year option on these contracts. Just a 2-year straight up contract and then no option. When you saw how well the fucking storyline went, by the way, shout out RJ City. Fucking, you saw how well that storyline went and how much it popped off at the end, and you don't have an option to give her more, to have her spend more time in your company before she bounces. I don't like
think
that
it's
either.
fine.
I don't like that either. Don't like it.
I think it's fine.
I don't like it.
It told the story it needed to tell. She's gone. No big deal. Whatever.
I don't
You know,
like it.
you
The bad part
you-
is,
you
is
could
what
say-
if WWE gets her and fucking ruins her, which we think they might. It obviously is a
cares?
high possibility. And they do
she's
gotta
not
bring
here
her
anymore. That's what
back.
she wanted.
What's her
That's
fuck?
what she wanted.
The best thing that happened, by the way, is that her name's not going to be Mariah May. That's the best thing
Yeah,
that
it's
happened to
gonna be,
AEW.
Jennifer
April,
January or something.
April Arugula. I don't fucking know what her name's going to
Gotta
be.
be a
It's going to
month.
be something stupid. Oh, definitely going to be a month.
Samantha, September.
Mariah.
April.
What the fuck? Mariah. Just one name, like Vince.
Mariah. That's gonna be the start of her intro, just so you know.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna
know.
be some real generic.
Yeah, Def Rebel.
Mariah. Yeah,
Sweet
fuck,
Def
Jesus
Rebel fucking theme. And then it's going to be like a bunch of like vignettes on the main roster, like Emelina.
It needs more laughter in the track too as it opens. Mariah. Fucking Matt Hardy ass laugh.
Anyway, so yeah, I did have a problem with it, but now I don't have a problem. I have a problem with it for a different reason, but it's not as big of a reason, so I don't really care. But I mean, I'm happy for Mariah. Let me just throw that out there. If that's all, if that's what she wanted to do, right? If that's what she's been wanting to do since she was a little girl, whatever, go to WWE. That's why I asked the question earlier. How much longer do we think that's going to happen if AEW is still around? And I think that number goes down. 10 years from now, I think it goes down for sure. If AEW is still around in 10 years, which we already know it's going to be around for 5, if it's around for 10 years from now, and I'm still around, I promise you, people are going to be, I always wanted to go to AEW, not people, I always wanted to go to WWE.
Well, you'll start to get more of that just because you'll have people say that for the reasons that people currently say that they wanted to do the alternative of something else for other sports, where they're like, oh, I wanted to do it because like I saw that they were going against whatever was popular or whatever at the time. And then that will eventually become the popular thing.
And I think that's why guys like Jericho and Moxley will probably always be, the two guys when AEW is talking about, their greatest ever or whatever, because they are the ones that took the fucking jump and made it legitimate. Like the first fucking pay-per-view, John Moxley comes over, dude. Danielson comes over, Adam Cole comes over on the same night type shit. Like those are big moments that legitimize them a lot faster than they would have ever been if they didn't happen. Like who knows what would have happened with AEW if those 4 guys didn't come over type shit.
Copeland too. I mean, even though it was much later, same deal. Yeah.
The bigger company guy that they seem in WWE, if they come over, it makes them even a bigger deal. Like for
Sting.
For shoes. Yeah, Sting. Like who as a legend that is even a quarter of what Sting ever was is looking at how they treat Sting in AEW versus how they treated him in WWE and being like, you know what? I could still fucking go over to AEW and they're not gonna fucking, be fucking stupid with me and actually like give me whatever the fuck they think I actually
that's
deserve.
gotta be how
like, whatever.
MVP felt, right?
MVP
So,
is an interesting case because MVP is still super fucking over, even when he was in WWE again, when he got brought back from when Vince brought him back.
yeah.
His issues apparently are with Triple H from a long time ago that just never went away when he came back.
Do you get the sense that how do I word this? Because this actually is a genuine question.
Remember,
and
we're
it's not
two
like
white guys. Yeah, we're two white guys
That's-
on this.
no, that's got nothing to do with that.
All right. Well, I mean, it might. You never know.
It doesn't.
We're two white guys.
Do you get? You're a white guy.
I'm fucking Native American, buddy.
We both are. We have the same parents. Anyway,
you look whiter than me. Not gonna lie.
I don't go outside.
If you were Native American,
My-
you would.
That doesn't make any sense. I go hunting every hunting season, but like, I don't have a reason to be outside when I work from home.
So you think that Native
No.
Americans just stayed in the fucking huts and teepees?
if they wanted to, if they could, if they had a remote job as
They were,
project
they
manager,
were working from home. They were
if
working
they were
from home.
project managers, they would have. Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Anyway, how? Question: do you feel like sometimes it almost comes off like MVP and Bobby, and not as much Shelton, but definitely MVP and Bobby, almost feel like, and this could just be in characters on the two, I don't know, but almost feels like they bury the other talent a little bit too much with the big, like the little broing shit. Like they feel like they're better.
When people are coming out challenging them type shit.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, that the fucking division isn't even that good. So I don't even have a problem with it because, like, you're talking about Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara from freaking Ring of Honor. They're going to beat the Hurt Syndicate. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Well, my question though is, do you
Am
feel
I
like
too
they
loud?
think that they're?
Oh, Nova barks all the time. He'll be all right. Go ahead.
But do you think that outside of character, they feel like they're like too good for AEW?
Ooh, do they think that? No, I don't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think that they think that.
Okay.
I think that they love the fact that they're getting a legit shot now and they're trying to make the most of it. Are they burying the talent a little bit? Yeah, but the other fucking talent's kind of burying them as well, by the way. And then they're just better at burying them back, is what I feel like.
Maybe. Okay.
Because
I don't get that sense at all from Shelton.
The only thing I didn't enjoy, well, Shelton, even in fucking interviews since then, he's been like super praising fucking AEW. I don't think it's going to turn into an Andrade Malachi Black situation or anything, or Rusev.
Right. Because that's sort of where my head is with it. Like they always felt like, I'm just doing this until WWE will take me back. And I don't think that MVP is doing that because he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I do almost sometimes get the sense where it's like, does he think he's a little too good to be here? Like,
I will say the only match that they've had so far that was a high profile match that I didn't like was them versus the Outrunners. I did not like that match. That match was, they were just not clicking that night, whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks too because that was like the Outrunners shot to prove that, they should be at the top of that division. And ever since that match, they have not been around as much. So that kind of sucks because I didn't say they don't have matches.
They just had a match. That's what you did to me when I talked about fucking Thunder Rosa, so don't start. That was the point.
They won, first of all, and it was the main event. So don't start. Okay. So what the fuck were we talking about? Again? Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the MVP shit anyway, since we were talking about MVP. MVP recently said that Hulk Hogan should be disqualified from Mount Rushmore, the Mount Rushmore conversation, because he's a shitty person, basically. Agree? Disagree? He's not on mine anyway, but whatever.
I think he should be disqualified from the Mount Rushmore wrestling conversation because he's a dog shit wrestler. We don't have to worry about how he is as a person.
What about his Japanese wrestling? What about his 2 years in Japan?
What, where he did more arm drags? Yeah.
And did drop toe holds.
Yeah, I saw him do a drop toe hold.
And actually sold other people's moves. That's not a great wrestler? That's all I hear about.
That's your argument for fucking stunning Steve Austin, so you tell me.
Oh, not fucking ain't got shit to do with fucking Japan. Don't start your shit in this fucking show, bro.
What happened to being more positive? What happened to that?
He changed his whole style and was great at 2 different styles. What are you talking about?
He made it 2 styles. That's great.
It's okay. That's why he's on the fucking Mount Rushmore.
He's not.
Yeah, he is. Stone Cold Steve
He's on
Austin is on
yours.
the Mount Rushmore. Yeah, he is. Also, Hogan is not. Hogan's not on mine.
Where's Kenny Omega on yours?
It's a great question. See, I don't like putting people on there that are still wrestling actively. So, just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying that. I mean, I think that's fair.
Because what if he gets really shitty in the next 3 years?
Yeah, it could. Look at Jericho.
But even if he does, he's still gonna have this huge body of work. And say like,
Jericho's
are we
on your-
acting
is
like
Jericho on
Austin's
your Mount
last
Rushmore?
match was something special?
Is Jericho on your Mount Rushmore?
Was Austin's last match fucking amazing?
His real last match or the fucking match he just had against Kevin Owens?
His real last match against Kevin Owens.
That's not his real last match, dude. That's bullshitting. You know it. Don't start your shit. And actually, that match wasn't that bad. Although
It
Kevin
wasn't
Owens
bad,
did carry.
but it wasn't great.
Yeah, Owens carried, but still, he was still in way better shape than I thought he'd be, and like it was not that bad. But no, we're not counting that match as his real last match. That's dumb.
Okay. Look, if we just want to discard all the things that
Who
don't
do you
align
think's-
with our worldview,
Who do you
then
think
sure.
Who do you think's like had the legit real best last match for Legends?
Thing?
Yeah, well, obviously Sting. But what about
By
Flair?
far.
What about Flair versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania? That was pretty fucking good.
That's not his last.
Real
So-
last match. You know what the hell I'm talking about?
What do you mean real last match? His real last match,
match.
he fucking had a heart attack on the outside of the ring,
He didn't have a fucking heart
in-
attack.
wherever the fuck he was wrestling, against Jay Lethal or whatever he was doing.
Real
Um,
last match. The one that people actually watched. That's what I'm
I
referring to.
watched that Ric Flair match.
Did you?
Yeah,
You
I
watched
watched
it.
it live. Yeah,
Why?
I did. That's Ric Flair, brother.
Don't give
Um,
the motherfucker more money to think he still got it.
What makes you think I paid for it?
Oh, speaking of, let's talk about that. Okay, so there's this big fucking controversy after Double or Nothing, which is when WWE fans, or stans, I should say, it's not all fans, when AEW pay-per-view does really fucking good, and they have nothing that they can fucking say that was bad about it. They always go to the pay-per-view was too long. There was too many matches on it. Okay, so
If I'm
here's the
paying
deal.
for it, make it as long as you want.
Fuck yes. What are we doing? I'm paying $50 fucking dollars, and you want me to get less of what I'm paying for? Are you
If
an
I don't have time to
idiot?
watch it tonight, I'll watch it tomorrow. I paid for it.
If you're addicted to social media so much that you can't fucking avoid fucking spoilers because you can't watch it in parts, the same fucking conversation I'm having about people about this fucking Fyter Fest shit and the next week's Summer Blockbuster thing, where they're basically just doing the 4 hours of programming on one show instead of having Collision and Dynamite separate, which is all it is. That's literally all it is. If you can't fucking ignore the fucking spoilers long enough, that's on you. If you can't take a quick nap before the fucking pay-per-view, that's on you. If you can't watch the pay-per-view in parts, that's on you. And the fucking problem I have the most is the fucking people that are complaining the most about it are probably not paying for it in the fucking first place, which means your argument is completely invalid from the jump. Because you're not even fucking giving the money. No one in their right mind is paying for something, getting what they paid for, and saying, no, I want less of that. That's the dumbest fucking argument in wrestling history. I don't give a fuck what else we're talking about. That is one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
The funny thing is when it comes from like British people, and they're just like, "Oh, I had to stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning." Or
Isn't
you
that
didn't
part
have
of the
to.
fun? Isn't that part of the fun, though? I stay up for the New Japan shit where they're big
Yeah,
ass shows.
I stay up for the
and-
G1 every year.
And it's fun. I like staying up. I like doing that
It
for Wrestle
fucks
Kingdom.
up my life. G1 every year fucks up my life because I'm up till 5 in the morning watching goddamn Japanese pro wrestling.
Wrestle Kingdom, I'm trying to fucking sneak some fucking matches in at work, trying to watch them because it started at like fucking 4 in the morning. And you're telling me that I should get less of what I paid for. That is one of the dumbest fucking
Man, I
arguments
only-
of all time. Give me 6
I only
more
pay
matches.
$9 a month for
20
New Japan.
matches on the pay-per-view. I want 6 on the pre-show, 14 on the regular card. If I'm paying $50 fucking dollars, dude, I want
2
as
after
much
the
of
scrum.
It. Oh, yeah, 2 at the scrum. 2 extra bonus matches at the scrum. Tony Khan, special referee, right there at the scrum. Fuck you, bro. Stop telling people not to have fucking more matches or not to have that many matches. Fuck you. You do not speak for AEW fans. You're an idiot.
I mean, not even just
$50,
AEW.
give me
I
less.
wish WWE had more matches on their
Yes,
shit.
I said the same shit. Why do I want to watch a fucking 2-hour pre-show of fucking literally nothing? Okay, literally nothing, and then a fucking 5-match pay-per-view with a bunch of fucking bullshit ads in between and shit that doesn't matter.
Slim
To
Jim
have the
presents
exact
special
same amount of fucking time on those matches.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah. the crazy thing is, if AEW did a 5-match pay-per-view, each match would be like 45 minutes. They wouldn't still be the same length with a bunch of bullshit in between.
That would be the ultimate troll. That's what he should do. He should do that. He should have
Just
5
5
matches
Iron Man
and
matches?
it's still fucking 4-hour pay-per-view. Fuck you,
Straight
dude.
up 5
I
5 Iron Man matches.
can't
Call
stand
it
that argument. That argument pisses me
Iron
off
Man
so
pay-per-view.
much. God damn, that's one of the dumbest
fuck?
fucking things I've ever heard in my life. You're
Yeah,
clearly
I don't
not
get that
paying for
either.
the pay-per-view because that doesn't make any goddamn sense. That's fucking dumb. Also,
I
you're
didn't-
used to paying $9 or $10 a month for your stupid bullshit 5-match. That's probably part of the reason why they are only putting 5 matches on there, because they know that you're only paying $9.99 per month for fucking Peacock. So what's the point? Now, if you were paying $50 for their fucking actual pay-per-view, then maybe they would put more matches on there, and it wouldn't even be a 5-match fucking show. So they're literally fucking trying to give you less for more, which is what you were alluding to, by the way, as well.
Right.
And you're fucking
Well-
firing fucking people like Braun Strowman because they make too much money, and you're not getting the return
I would have
investment
fired
on.
Braun Strowman too.
Okay, but they did the same thing with R-Truth, but then they tried to. The report was they tried to offer him a new fucking deal at super fucking lowball offered the motherfucker. Why didn't they do that with Braun Strowman then? Why didn't they do that with everybody that they released?
You don't need Braun Strowman. What are you gonna use Braun Strowman for?
Literally, I'm saying if you are trying to fucking re-sign someone and trying to lowball offer them, why didn't they do that for the other 17 people that they fucking got rid of? If they're just trying to save
What I'm
money.
saying is, why
Dakota
would
Kai,
you make
Shayna
another?
Baszler, really?
Why would you make another offer to Braun Strowman?
Why wouldn't you? You can still put
What do
people
you need him
over.
for?
He was still a credible threat. You were literally using him in storylines at the time of his fucking release.
He could barely walk. He ain't a
Oh,
credible threat to
Jesus
anything.
Christ, dude. I know you don't like Braun Strowman, and I'm not the biggest fan either, especially outside the ring. But you can't tell me he didn't still have fucking some kind of value. At least not offer. Even if he would have said no to the lowball offer like fucking Ron did, like Truth did, you can't fucking say that you tried to do that with somebody, but not with the other people. Dakota Kai, dude, and Shayna Baszler got released. Like, what are we talking about here? Shayna Baszler
that's
might be one of
different.
the biggest fumbles, by the way, in the women's history for WWE.
Especially after she was just at Bloodsport and everybody liked her there.
Especially just the way that fucking Triple H had fucking booked her on NXT before she got called up. Holy shit. I'm really hoping, by the way, since we were talking about the AEW Women's Tag Team Division, that they bring in Shayna Baszler to the Death Riders, put her with Marina Shafir as one of the tag teams, and they just hold the fucking tag titles, the women's tag titles, for the first 2 years of its existence.
We got 3 briefcases.
Destroying the fuck out of everybody. Just they both come out with their own separate briefcase like it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And their fucking titles are in there instead of the cards. Yeah, just do that.
Yep. Perfect.
Just do that. There's no way she doesn't get signed by TK, bro. I feel like that's a given. I think Shayna Baszler goes to AEW eventually. In fact,
I'd be more surprised if Dakota Kai doesn't.
I think Dakota Kai goes to fucking either NXT
Stardom.
or Stardom actually. That's not terrible. But then Stardom is, basically fucking WWE light as well. Oh no, it's Marigold now. My bad. They kicked him out. So yeah, Stardom. Yeah, that's not terrible. But I wouldn't be shocked to see her in TNA either, because she is from another country and it's easier to work in the Canadian-based now promotion, Maple Leaf Pro and TNA, which are both Canadian-based. I don't know, man. I think if TK brought Dakota Kai in, it would be Ring of Honor, actually, first. Maybe to bring her in to take the title off Athena if you're fucking finally going to call up Athena. By the way, fuck you, WWE, and your fake-ass interest in Athena magically now that she's had the fucking Ring of Honor women's title fucking forever and getting super over. And everybody in AEW, as far as the fan base, want her to be fucking called up to actual AEW. And now magically you're interested in Athena when her contract expires. Shut the fuck up, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Good for her, though, because she'll be able to leverage into a higher dealer.
Yeah, and as she should. And TK should give her the fucking money that she wants, too. Put her on fucking AEW. I would be okay with Dakota Kai getting signed to Ring of Honor and taking the title and ending Athena's reign and then bringing Athena up immediately. Or Billy Stark's ending the reign. Either one of those two options are fine with me.
Billy Starks would make more sense, but the problem with taking it off of Athena at this point is that she's like one of the major draws for watching Ring of Honor now.
Correct.
It's her run. So you take the title off of her and then it's like, okay, well, fuck, like what's over on Ring of Honor other than that?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But does she understand that? Is TK making that aware to her that, hey, you're literally holding basically Ring of Honor down right now? Somebody needs to let her know that she's very valued in this fucking company, even though she's in Ring of Honor. I hope she does. I want her to be on fucking AEW just as much as anybody else, but yes, I agree with that. Especially if you're still trying to get that bullshit Ring of Honor TV deal, by the way. That
where's
keeps
Jericho
going
at?
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We don't know what the fuck they're doing with that. I'd like for them to get a deal. I would watch it if they did have one, but I don't know where that is right now. Speaking of Ring of Honor, by the way, we will get into that. Oh, did we ever fucking actually disqualify Hulk Hogan from the Mount Rushmore conversation? I say yay.
He was disqualified on the basis of his wrestling.
Yeah, that's what you said. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's talk about, speaking of wrestling and being disqualified now from Lucha Libre. AAA is now being bought out.
He disqualified. They got the seal of approval.
It's bought out by WWE. This can only go well. Yes.
Yeah, I saw some of the dumbest shit on Twitter. People talking like, well, now they won't have to wrestle like outside of little fucking food stands and stuff. Like, bro, what do you think AAA is? You're
Nacho
crazy.
Libre. They thought it was Nacho Libre. They're based their whole fucking AAA experience Lucha Libre on Nacho Libre movie. I swear to God, that's what it is. These people are so
Is
stupid.
Jack Black still their champion?
He was a great
Jesus
champion.
Christ.
He was a great champ.
Was he?
He was great. Or his tight pants.
I don't think I ever watched that.
What? You've never seen Nacho Libre? Dude,
No. I watch real films.
that is a real film. It's in the top
No.
3 wrestling movies of all time.
It's because there's only been like 3 fucking wrestling movies.
It's 4 that I know of, anyway.
The Wrestler,
The Wrestler, yes. Ready to Rumble.
Ready to Rumble,
Iron Claw.
Nacho Libre.
Iron Claw.
That's
Yeah, it's a
not really
movie.
a wrestling movie.
It's a
That's a-
movie. It's not based
more
off
like
of
a-
any real life, according to the actual Von Erich. So fuck it. It's
Yeah,
they didn't have any input in it. It's not a documentary. It is a movie. So that's 4.
like a biopic.
It's 4.
Hmm. Okay. Surely we're missing one.
I love Ready to Rumble too, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I was a big Ready to Rumble guy.
Spider-Man. That was wrestling.
That's not a wrestling movie.
It kind of is.
No,
because
it's not.
Spider-Man is technically a professional wrestler.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he wasn't. He was a superhero that was trying to pretend he was a fucking wrestler to get extra money.
And he won,
Jesus Christ.
so he's undefeated in professional wrestling, and then decided to become a superhero.
No, that's not how that worked at all. And it wasn't a wrestling movie.
Okay.
He never
He
won a
was.
major title, so he was not a wrestler.
Was Macho Man in it?
No, he wasn't.
Or was
Bonesaw McGraw.
Bonesaw?
Bonesaw McGraw. Bonesaw McGraw was in it. Yes, that's how good he did the part, honestly.
Okay, so you remember the wrestling then? So it was a wrestling movie.
I remember the wrestling scene in a Spider-Man movie. Yes.
Spider-Man,
It's not a
the
wrestling
professional
movie.
wrestler.
No, it's not.
Okay, so the Von Erich movie wasn't all fucking wrestling. It dealt with their personal life.
What the fuck are you? Don't start your shit with me, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. The show's already gone long. Don't do it.
Spider-Man was originally a professional
I got
wrestler.
a little activity for you. You ready? Let's have some fun.
Okay.
All right.
Were we not? I
No,
was.
I'm not. You're an asshole. And fucking, you're still kind of pissed me off about the Jurassic Park movie thing. Honestly, it still holds up.
You don't
Watch it.
understand
Shut up.
chickens.
You don't. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You don't understand fucking what the fuck holds up, bitch. Shut up. All right. You ready? You ready for this one? All right. I created this one earlier today. I thought this would be fun to do. Name 2 wrestlers from AEW and 2 from WWE who are currently employed to those promotions, who have never been a world champion. Okay. Who in your eyes and opinion, rather, better be world champions by the end of 2026. Now,
When we say never been a world champion, do you mean in any promotion or just in the promotion that's currently
I'm
working?
glad you asked. In any promotion that you deem a world championship to be relevant. So I'm not counting Ospreay or Jay White or Okada
See,
for AEW.
I would still count them because I don't think it's relevant now.
Because you think the fall off for New Japan has been so fucking big.
Yeah, like who gives a shit if you're new IWGP champion now?
I'm not counting them. I still think
okay.
IWGP holds weight.
I'll agree just because when they held it, it mattered. Okay. That does make it harder though, because
Do you want me to go first?
Jay White's the obvious answer.
Yeah, he was on mine
No,
too, and then I
'cause-
took him off.
Because then you'll take people that I would pick.
What do you mean you copy my answers? Is what you meant? I've got mine
no.
written down, so you're good. You can do either one first. You can do AEW or WWE, and I just went with men for now. Obviously, I wasn't talking about women too. Women actually might be harder than AEW.
Within a year?
Yes. Well, the end of 2026, but yeah, a year basically. A year from
In
now.
2026, year and a half.
Yeah. Whatever.
Jacob Fatu?
Boom! He's on
Comes to mind?
mine. He's on mine.
Okay.
He's way too over for you not to pull the trigger on this fucking
Yeah.
guy.
You got to.
He better be fucking world champion by the end of next year, dude. By the way, hilarious comment by Michael Cole when the JC Mateo and fucking Jacob Fatu and they're all fucking fighting. He's like, for the young guys from WWE, fucking Jeff Cobb is in his 40s, bro. For the young up and coming.
Okay. Jeff Cobb is in his 40s, but you don't know how old JC Mateo is.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I do.
It's like the
Yeah, I
Terry
do.
Bollea Hulk Hogan thing.
Oh,
okay?
Jesus Christ.
Hulk Hogan has an 8-inch dick. Terry Bollea doesn't. According to court documents.
I don't know what the hell you're even referring to. What court document? Was that the sex tape
it was
thing?
during
Or no?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was like trying to say that Hulk Hogan, the character, has a bigger dick than him, the person, in reference to like a quote of him talking about his own dick size that in part of a recorded conversation.
This is the same guy that said if he didn't become a wrestler, he would have been the basis for Metallica. We're talking about that guy.
Yeah,
Same guy.
I think it could have been. Yeah, yeah.
That's what he said in his book. But whatever. Okay, dude. Anyway, so Jacob Fatu, I am 100% on your side with that one. We got one right. So even if we get the other three wrong, I still feel pretty confident here.
I mean, wrong.
Really good.
It's just opinion.
Well, I mean, different. Whatever. Yeah, it's definitely opinion. But all right, go ahead.
Stephanie Vacour.
See, I didn't pick women, but yes, I'll give it to you.
See, I told you don't love women like I love women.
I literally specifically didn't
Fuck
make
up.
this for women, dude.
Fuck
Women,
Fuck
I
up.
do love women because next week I was going to do a women's
You
one
were-
and have 4 of them.
you were-
but now you're only picking
you
one
weren't even-
woman.
Women didn't even cross your mind.
Yes,
That's how
it did.
misogynist you
It's
are.
literally just a
Okay.
thing that I wanted to see if it played well or not. And then if it did, I was going to do the women one next week. Dick.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. They have to be second. Okay. To me, they are also first-class citizens. My fault. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why you didn't know when the fuck Thunder Rosa and fucking Tony Storm teamed up. Shut the fuck up.
That's
dude.
because I didn't watch Collision.
Okay, then you don't love women because
This
that's
is
where,
a
that's where
it's
the
a
women
show
wrestle.
run by a man
That's where
on
the
a
women
man's
wrestle.
network.
The
Ed
women's-
Turner.
That's where the
Okay.
women's best wrestle, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's the most obvious one to me. But like, if we're gonna force the men conversation, I guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, because
sorry-
there's not enough
sorry
to
for-
pick from.
I guess we got to center men again.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Woke ass goddamn show.
You'd be more woke if you were talking about the women first, but all right.
That's what I meant. I was talking about me.
Oh yeah. Based off the wrong definition of woke, yes.
I think yeah. No, 100%.
Okay. all right,
I think
just-
woke is anything that makes me acknowledge anything other than white men exist.
yes,
um,
correct. You woke bitch.
Woke, you woke motherfuckers. What are you talking about, women?
The only women I want to
I
talk
think
about is how big their titties are on video games.
Yeah. And if you make their jawline even slightly too strong, I'm gonna fucking write a petition on
If it
change.org.
looks like I can break my hand on their jaw when I want to slap them around for not being in the kitchen cooking for me, then it's too woke.
Fucking goddamn loser enclave. Let me think about this.
got this.
I
You
think a
have
lot of people
this.
would probably say LA Knight here, but I don't agree.
Oh, guess who has them?
Probably you.
Yeah, me. I love LA Knight.
Yeah, because you're a lot of people. You got normie ass opinions. But I don't
Yeah,
think
okay.
LA Knight.
That's why we agreed with the Jacob Fatu. Shut the fuck up, dude. LA Knight, yes. But one of the reasons I picked LA Knight is because one, he's still super over, as you saw at Money in the Bank, and two, he's older, so like he doesn't have a lot of time left. Put the fucking title on him.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
it's
say
on SmackDown too, by the way. The same reason I picked Jacob Fatu. I felt like it was easier to pick the SmackDown guys because when Gunther eventually gets his back, he's gonna probably have another long run, I think. So the title would it'd be easier to jump around on SmackDown, I think.
yeah,
Because
probably.
Wasina's leaving. So, obviously.
maybe.
No,
We'll
he's
see.
leaving. He's leaving. He needs to. All right. But yes, I went with LA Knight. So since you already said that you're not going to go LA Knight, you can go somewhere else.
They'd have to build him a lot pretty quickly.
Who? Oh, who you're about to pick? Okay.
Pentagon Jr.
Oh, Pentagon. See, I was thinking Penta, and I said no. Because I feel like every big match he's already had in WWE, every big match he's already had in WWE, he's already lost. So what the fuck are we doing?
But the question is, should?
Yeah, no, I agree. He's over. He's super over. No,
yeah,
for sure. But he's also on Raw, by the way.
I could also see an argument for Dominic Mysterio.
I think
for
Dominic
the same reason,
he looks so cool. He actually looks cool with the Intercontinental title. I kind of don't want him to lose it for a while, honestly. He actually looks good with the Intercontinental title. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, I think Penta would probably be like their biggest missed opportunity if they don't build him into something at that level.
Okay.
So
he went Penta
him and Jacob Fatu for sure.
and I went Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Okay, so for AEW.
That one's tougher because they've all been world champions in so many other promotions, like all the guys around and near the top. You got to pull the trigger on Daniel Garcia at some point, but I don't think a year and a half is enough. So I wouldn't say him.
Yeah, and that's not something that would piss you off if it didn't happen by the end of 2026.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh man, how the fuck is he still not world champion? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. And he does have like the TNT and stuff, so like it's it's not like he's doing nothing. Fuck. It's just tough because when you add in the IWGP Championship, it takes away so many guys that you would put in that slot.
Yeah, because it would be easy as fuck.
Yeah.
It would literally be Jay White and Okada, or Jay White and Ospreay, or Ospreay and Okada.
Jay White and Ospreay.
Yeah.
Adam Cole is probably not it. And I guess you could say he had the NXT title for so long that I don't even know if he would count. I think you would count the NXT World title, right?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, I don't. I do not count the NXT World title as a world championship. So.
I don't now, but like when he had it, it was important.
Just because it was important, I still don't count it as they literally don't even call it the NXT World title. They call it the NXT title. So I don't count it as a world championship. So even when he had it, no, I agree. Like it was fun TV to watch when the black and gold brand and shit, but I still didn't count those as world titles now.
Yeah. Takesha's probably up there for me. And because I'm not going to count like DDT and stuff.
Yeah,
so Takesha.
No. So if Takesha if Takesha doesn't have a world title in AEW by the end of 2026, you'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't think there's anybody in AEW that I'd be like that about if they don't have it in a year and a half, honestly.
Okay.
That's the problem. But like if I'm because I don't feel like that about anybody that hasn't already had it, then the next best thing I can do as an answer for you is who do I think they could put in that spot, and it would make a lot of sense still. And I think Takeshita and I mean you could even say Fletcher. But I don't know about a year and a half for Fletcher.
If
Takeshita you could do like tomorrow.
Depends on how much he rises. And so it depends if he keeps rising though. I don't want him to get stagnant in the thing that he's doing.
Right.
I feel like Fletcher could go the way of Ziggler, where like they keep building him, and then he loses all the fucking big shit, and then you just kind of stop believing that he's going to do something. Yeah.
And you look at the guys near the top right now; they've all been world champion. Like even if you were to go Lashley or something, it's like, well, Lashley's been fucking world champion in WWE.
Yep.
So, and then Jay White, Ospreay, Okada. So even just for the ones that haven't been AEW champion, they've already been champion somewhere else. That's tough. Takesha's the only one I can think of. Like, off the top of my head.
You know the good thing about that, by the way, the reason that you're having such a hard time with the AEW stuff is that because they're pushing the guys that are over.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You get what I'm saying? Like in WWE, it takes a fucking
social media campaign.
6-month social media campaign, and all the fucking crowd just chanting for someone when it's not even their fucking time to be on TV, for you to finally recognize that, hey, maybe we should push this fucking guy.
Oh, can I change one of my answers to R-Truth?
Yeah, if you want.
I wouldn't, but maybe you could take Pentagon, since they're not really doing that much with him. You might as well capitalize on the momentum that Truth has right now and give him something, right?
Give
But
Truth
we'll
the
see.
win over Cena on his way out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fuck it. I thought Truth should have won out Saturday Night Main Event. I thought they should have pulled a Genius versus Hogan thing when Genius beat Hogan at Saturday Night Main Event by DQ, and then he could have kept using that in his fucking promos. That hey, I beat the biggest guy or whatever in WWE history or whatever. Like that would have been awesome. Pull a Jericho, I beat Rock and Austin in the same night type shit, but with R-Truth instead.
And
I thought it was
DQ.
It should have been a DQ because fucking Cena hit him with the fucking title anyway. So the same thing that R-Truth just did to him. So hit him in the nuts. Hit him in the nuts too, by the way. the classic WWE move, the whole fucking AJ Styles Shinsuke Nakamura fucking Shinsuke would have been a good answer, by the way, for WWE too.
No, I wouldn't have.
Oh no, he won the
They would have to
IWGP.
build
He won the IWGP anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they would have had to build him up so much from where he's at right now that even Penta still makes more sense as an answer than Shinsuke does. Also, I think Shinsuke's contract is coming up soon. I heard.
Good. Although he loves WWE though, he loves not doing anything. So who knows? Unless they try to lowball his ass again. Of course, they try to pull the R-Truth shit.
Yeah.
He might.
Okay, lowball me for me to keep doing nothing. 100%, please.
I mean, I guess it depends on if he wants to do it or not. That's the thing. Does he want to do it? If he wants to go out there and like, if he's had enough goddamn rest, he could go out there and still have 5-star matches with other people in AEW if he wanted to, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So on my AEW one, I did go Adam Cole, and I went Darby Allin.
You know how I am about Darby Allin.
Those are the two I went with.
My thought on
I almost went Jack Perry, but he's been gone so long that you'd have to rebuild him up too much. Darby Allin, if he come back tomorrow, you don't have to build him up as much as you would Jack Perry.
I don't know that I see Cole as like the world champion of AEW at any point. He's just not. He's not the same wrestler he was, and I get that. He's gotten a little bit older. Maybe lost a little bit of a step. Yeah, and he seems more like he seems to wrestle a lot more tentatively than he used to. Like a little bit more.
Except for the one spot.
Except for that one spot. Yeah.
Except for that one spot. God damn.
That was but like I think that does hurt his presentation a bit too. That he's playing a little bit more careful, and I want him to be more careful. Like I want him to be safe, but there is like a level of risk versus presentation or a loss, whatever, that you kind of take when you wrestle that style.
Yeah.
Which is why
I'd like for him to drop the title. I'd like for him to drop the TNT title to like a Claudio, and then immediately like win the trios titles with Paragon, so that he can fucking still wrestle, but get even more time to heal and have his brain heal and shit. So that if they ever did want to, after they drop the titles, they want to fucking put them pedal to the metal type shit, they could, and then they could build them up faster that way. But yeah, that's the other thing is, as fans, we're tentative too, because we're like, do we really want you to fucking go out there and fucking go Big E fucking doing suicide dives through the fucking middle rope again? No, not really. I don't want to see that right now.
I'm 100% fine with him wrestling an easier style. I want him to do that if that's how he feels safer, and it keeps him away from injury. All I'm saying is it's hard to, when you've got dudes like Takeshita or Okada or Kenny Omega or even like fucking Jay White or Hangman, like doing these really hard hitting.
Their movesets are
huge bump
styles. To your head, yes.
Yeah. It's hard to stand out to the extent that everybody's like, well, you should be world champion for those guys. And that sucks. But it's just the reality of that business. So
you think he's going to be one of the people?
I didn't even mention Ospreay.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to be one of the people that we talk about in 10 years that guys who should have won the world title but never did?
And then got their careers kind of derailed by an injury and then never came back like the same or whatever?
I mean, not even, you don't even have to pigeonhole it to that degree. It's just, it's not AEW's fault that he got hurt a lot, but it is kind of WWE's fault that they never pulled the trigger when they should, when they did the whole Survivor Series thing and he fucking won against the other two fucking champs, and they didn't. They fucking pull him up. and then he just fucking bounces because they kept stalling on what the fuck to do with him when they literally had it
Well, they're
built
gonna
in,
make
and he
him a
was super
manager.
over. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we were gonna make him a
They're-
manager to fucking Keith Lee. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, yeah. So, like, I would put him in the category of Rick Rude or Kurt Hennig or Jake the Snake Roberts
Yeah.
and Roddy Piper, who should have been
Roddy
world
Piper,
champion.
yeah.
Should have been world champions. Never was. Owen Hart. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, I think
That's not a bad place to be, though.
it's not terrible because then
really.
your legend grows without it
Yeah.
you ever having to do anything. Yeah.
And I wasn't a big Adam Cole fan when he was in NXT, but like I really grew to like him later.
I've
weirdly
always
enough,
loved, I've always loved Adam Cole. PWG days, I love Adam Cole. Adam Cole is one of my favorites.
See, I didn't watch him in PWG while he was there, but I went back after the fact and watched him, and then obviously watched him in AEW and stuff too. But when he was in NXT, it was like, okay, he's fine, he's good. But I wasn't like a big Adam Cole guy or anything. I actually started liking him more when he came over to AEW, weirdly enough. But yeah, the competition at the top right now is so severe that I don't, even if he never becomes AEW World Champion, I don't think I would say that it wasn't warranted to keep it on other people the whole time, because there's so much really good top talent. So
All right, let's talk about.
whereas in
ahead.
WWE you got fucking who? John Cena and Heat Man as your two goddamn world champions. You could give it to fucking R-Truth at this point. Who cares?
You could have gave it to. You could literally bring Adam Cole back over right now and give it to him, and it would make more sense.
Yeah, if they got Adam Cole in some weird like contract flip thing on AEW's part, and he went over there, I would say 100% make him fucking world champion, because he'd be a better world champion than any of the two current world champions that you have. But that's just not what it's like in AEW right now.
All right, so let's do the good, the bad, and the ugly for me for the week. The week of wrestling. I guess it's the week. All right, so the good. Dalton Castle is back in Ring of Honor with a fantastic new vignette that confirms he's an alien from planet Peacock, and it was great. And the music in it was like a mixture of Star Wars and Batman Forever for some reason. It was awesome. I was like, what the fuck is this music in the background? Whoever did the score for that was great. I assume Ruckus.
Remix of the Terminator theme.
It was awesome, dude. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, I love Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle, I'm playing a Pro Wrestling Sim game right now. That's on my actual other YouTube, my gaming YouTube channel, where I take over the AWA in 1988, and I'm trying to save them. And I have a list of dudes that should have been world champion or should have been pushed to the moon when given the opportunity. And I will be signing those fucking guys and doing that because I always thought they should be. And on the list is Dalton Castle. Also on the list is guys like Sean O'Hare, Wrath, Adam Bomb, whatever.
Well, Sean O'Hare and his Devil's Advocate.
Yes. I mean,
Gimmick?
I don't know
Okay,
what gimmick
yeah.
I'm gonna still. I think I'm still gonna bring him in when he's like super young as the tag team wrestler with Jindrak. Jindrak and O'Hare was a great tag team.
Yeah.
If I can get both of them, obviously. But yes, Devil's Advocate, especially if Roddy Piper's still around, and I still have him because I have Roddy Piper signed in my promotion right now. So, but yeah, no, I've got a list of dudes that like I always was like huge fan of. Kevin Thorne, that I was Paul Burchill, guys that like fucking were stiff workers that were actually good workers, good technical workers, had great gimmicks until the incest shit with Paul Burchill. But the pirate thing before that was pretty good until that happened.
Got Waylon Mercy on there?
No, but Danny Spivey is on the game right now, but I think he's in I think he's in NWA with the Skyscrapers at the moment.
Gotcha.
Let me see. Do I have the thing? Yes. So wrestlers to be pushed to the moon, baby. Dalton Castle, Wrath. Wrath is on there. Sweet. RVD, Sabu, Taz, if I can get him. I do have RVD already signed, but he's like 17 years old when he debuted. So
you don't think Taz was pushing enough?
Oh, to a main promotion, no, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm AWA, baby. I'm the number 2 promotion in the world right now. Already, I'm already past the NWA. So no.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of what I meant. But whatever. I need to add Kevin Thorne to that list. But yes, Kevin Thorne / Mordecai. I was a big Mordecai guy, actually. I love Kevin Thorne too, but Mordecai was my jam. I think they could have done so much with that motherfucker. I'm so pissed that they didn't do anything. Where is my rest of my shit here? Okay, so that was the good. Good was Dalton Castle. He's definitely on the list. Another Blue Sky post that got a lot of likes was me saying that they need to fucking bring that motherfucker up to AEW. And I feel like I've been saying this shit for 4 years. Put Dalton Castle on AEW and give him some fucking titles before his fucking career's over. We already know he's got a bad back. Use that motherfucker while you can. Damn. So annoying. I don't even know why the hell he was out this last time. Do you?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it was back related, right? I don't think so.
I think he was depressed when he lost his voice.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. It's probably not.
I don't know either. Anyway, the bad. The Iconics coming back to TNA. And not because they went to TNA and not because it's the Iconics, because I love them. I love women. We established this. It's because it was a terrible way to bring them back. It was such a shitty segment. All they did was their music played. They came out. They posed a little. It wasn't even their main pose, by the way. They just like did random poses. And then they bounced. And that was it. Are we fucking serious?
You know that they're here.
Dude, that is one of the terrible most... Okay. They didn't say anything. You have two of the most charismatic. We were just talking about how funny they are. You didn't have them fucking speak. Dude, no, that was garbage. That was such a shitty TNA thing to do. It was so bad. I don't know why you need a creative team for that. That was
August 6th warning.
God damn, dude. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about when I say like AEW needs their women's tag titles, because if they already had existed, they would have been brought into AEW instead.
Probably.
God damn, that was so bad, dude. Oh my God. AEW has a way better understanding of how to do fucking wrestling storylines than fucking TNA, Anthem, or whoever the fuck owns it now.
Debuts.
God damn, well, excluding Butcher and Blade, yes. And then the ugly.
That was literally 6 years ago. What are we doing?
No. You can learn from your mistakes, but it still happened. The mistake still happened. And the ugly of the week. Triple H tries to pretend to play us like the marks that we are.
That was going to be mine.
Assuming that we have zero knowledge of how bad WWE creative and TKO business skills are when it comes to professional wrestling. Did you enjoy the show? It's a
All part of the show.
All part of the show. And then literally this kid and R-Truth both come out and say, no, it's not. That all happened for real. You're pissed because a black dude got so over that you had to bring him back. That's what it was. I'm sorry, Triple Nose. It's not happening for you.
Yeah, that's easily the ugliest thing. I thought that was so fucking dumb.
Just
and
so
you've got
stupid.
people right now on Twitter arguing their little fucking hearts out that, well, Triple H says work, so it's actually a work. Brother, you are fucking dumb.
God,
you
damn,
are the
so dumb.
dumbest motherfucker
It
on
literally
earth.
came
You should
out.
not be allowed to vote
Okay,
or drive.
so let me just say this: if it was a work, let's just say it was a work. We're in an alternate
What
reality.
a terrible work.
It is a fucking tasteless ass work then, yes? Since you just let go of fucking Valhalla and Carlito and 17 other people months before, you think R-Truth was going to come on there and fucking, with the resume that he has as a person, was going to come on there and make some kind of fucking lame ass attempt at being let go for fake, when everybody else just had their fucking release comments and notepads that were posted, and you think that was going to be okay, and it was going to have no backlash whatsoever that it was a work. You're a fucking idiot. He would never do that.
Yeah. And I love that a lot of the reports about like internal people being pissed off about it were from private conversations that they had with R-Truth. So your argument at that point becomes, yeah, he was just working all his fucking personal friends in private conversations?
Yeah, he went to his friends and lied to them all.
Gotcha. Part of the business. What? No. You're fucking dumb.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. You got worked into a shoot, Triple H. You were the one, based off of the shit that Dave Meltzer posted, you're the one that made the call to not renew R-Truth and Carlito and Valhalla when their contracts came up, because you wanted to look good for your little pony boys over there at TKO.
And when R-Truth made it sound like he got fired, they came out and said, oh, no, we didn't fire him. We're just not renewing his contract. So was that part of the work too? If it was a work, why not just say, yeah, we fucking fired him?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was The Rock who fired him on behalf of John Cena, whose soul he still owns.
If WWE,
or whatever the fuck.
If it's a WWE work, they would fucking throw it in your fucking face.
Yeah.
So
we fired him. Fuck him.
It would throw it in your face so hard that you would know it's a fucking work, bro, because they just they like to jump the shark.
They have no
constantly.
subtlety.
Yeah, exactly. They jump the shark constantly. What are you talking
They have
about?
no subtlety because their audience is too fucking dumb to understand subtlety. So there's no way
Did you
that
hear?
any of no.
Just listen to the Michael Cole call afterwards, where he literally turns it all into a work. They don't acknowledge the truth chants at all.
You want truth? We want truth. There's your truth, brother. Shut up. Shut up. You're so dumb.
I mean, it's not Cole's fault. He didn't fire him, or he wasn't not
No,
re-signing
it's
him.
Cole's fault for
Cole's-
hearing that over his headset and not saying, I'm not fucking saying that.
First of all, that's not how they do it anymore. But Cole tried to
We-
spin it to make it make sense because of the fucking viewing public who isn't online that they try to act like aren't fucking a big deal, but yet they had a big enough voice to fucking get fucking R-Truth re-signed, though, didn't they?
You want truth sponsored by Slim Jim?
Oh shit! Truth should have came out in a Slim Jim costume or something.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Then we wouldn't have known who it was for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it took him a little bit longer to take it off, probably.
Yeah. You gotta that's the whole get up. You gotta unpeel it from the top.
Yeah, should have came out with the old man costume that Eric Bischoff had during the 3-minute warning thing with the Billy and Chuck wedding, right?
Should I stay?
And he should have been like a Morgan and Morgan lawyer. With the Morgan and Morgan logo on the suitcase.
How would that work into the John Cena segment?
What are you
comes
talking?
out-
He's a lawyer.
Comes out as a lawyer saying,
He's dressed
I'm
as
gonna
an
sue
old
you
white
if you
man
hit him with
lawyer.
that belt?
No, you want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I understand that, but how does that work in the fucking
He was a fucking lawyer
John
in the
Cena
movie.
match?
Tom Cruise.
I understand all of that. How does it work in the John Cena match?
Why the fuck did it work in the John Cena match before? Just hit him with the goddamn briefcase instead of the title. I mean, you could still hit him with the title. I don't really care, but you're just trying to hide who the fuck he is so people don't just see R-Truth come out there. You're just
You
wearing a
want
white
him to run out
costume.
as an
Yes.
old man lawyer.
And right down the ramp too. Fucking really fucking sell it, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this guy? And you literally had the Morgan and Morgan logo on the briefcase, so everybody just assumes that is a fucking other sponsorship thing, and no one even knows. And then he pulls off the fucking mask like Eric Bischoff did, and it's fucking R-Truth.
And then he goes backstage and apologizes to Ciampa for messing up his show.
He's not gonna know who Ciampa is anyway, because Ciampa's got a fucking busted ass fucking chin and how to shave his beard. So
Yeah, I saw that.
he definitely ain't gonna know who the fuck that guy is. And by the way, since we're talking about the truth shit, right? Not only did he main event Saturday Night Main Event, right, with John, or it wasn't the main event actually. I think Uso versus Logan Paul was the main event. But you get what I'm saying. He was in a big ass high profile match against John Cena for the title. Or no, it was non-title, which is another reason why I said R-Truth should have won, by the way. It was non-title. The fucking segment he had with the goddamn Bloodline on SmackDown, where he was talking shit about JC Mateo. How do you see these two things back to back and like, yeah, we don't need them? Like, that man is so fucking entertaining, bro. That man said, do you mind if I take your husky son out to the ring and teach him a lesson, bro? That's just so funny. That's so fucking good. That man said, I don't think I've ever seen you a day before in my life. Who are you? That shit was funny as hell, dude. That whole segment was fucking hilarious. This man out there fucking killing it every time you give him something. That's why it pissed off everybody, I think. Like, if he wasn't even involved on TV for the last 3 months, everybody would be like, you know what? You had a good run, R-Truth, whatever. You don't do it right after you put him in 2 high-profile fucking things. And, like, it comes out, like, that's so stupid. That's why everybody fucking thought they were a fucking joke when they got rid of Aleister Black, when he was literally feuding with the fucking world champion Big E on SmackDown.
Yeah, he just came out and kicked him unconscious and then got let go, like, the next day. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Like, what? Like, that screams we didn't even know who he was. That's what that screamed, by the way. We didn't even know that was his name. My bad. We just thought he was somebody that wasn't doing anything. Because that shit didn't make any sense. And then you didn't even know how long he had his no-compete clause for either, which was also stupid when that came out. It was like 30 or 60 days instead of 90 or whatever. And they didn't even fucking know. But he wanted to go back there. No, another great decision.
All right, so my good, I guess. I hate you, Solo. I was out there. Finally break this man away from the fucking bloodline.
The funny thing
he
is
beat the
that
dog shit out
everybody
of him,
was
too.
talking about how they weren't going to try to push Jacob Fatu so fast because they were scared he was going to be more over than Solo, and they were trying to push
was
Solo.
anyway.
What? Dude, I called it immediately. I was like, he was over already. I was more excited to see Jacob Fatu come over than I've ever been excited to see Solo Sikoa. He was more over than him the first day he came out, dude. Like, he has
I
so
will
much
say,
charisma.
though, Solo has been growing on me a lot.
With the charisma
He's-
shit?
he-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a lot better than he was when he first came in.
But he's not a better
so
wrestler,
it's
though.
not. He's not. But I will say that, like, when he first came in, I was like, I don't give a fuck. But now he's, as a character, he's actually he's grown on me quite a bit. The bad, I wasn't crazy about Baron Corbin defending WWE's decision shit with
It's
the
weird, too, because he was kind of not defending it, and then he's magically started defending it.
yeah.
He
I
needs
don't know.
to pick a lane,
yeah,
bro. He needs to pick a lane for real.
that's what happens when you're on Busted Open too long, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't big on that. But you know, whatever. He's been there. He's certainly allowed to have his take on it. I don't think that it was coherent. That's just me. And then the ugly taking this long to cut Valhalla because just a massive resource suck and has posted white supremacist weird shit repeatedly on social media. So get the fuck out a long time ago.
The other thing with that is, like, wasn't she released from when they brought the War Raiders back anyway? Because she wasn't even with them when they came back as faces. So why even give her all that fucking free money for doing literally nothing?
And ask the same question about a lot of people that were there. And if you asked it about Carlito, then it was answered. And they answered, well, maybe we shouldn't.
At least he was on TV, though.
Yeah, I did love his response to it, though. It's just like, hey, thanks for the free money for 2 years.
Yeah,
I
literally
didn't have
didn't
to
do
do
anything.
shit.
And then, like, the first match he has outside of it, he wins the fucking world title in Puerto Rico.
Well, he is a Puerto Rican legend.
Well, his dad owns it, yeah. So.
Well, it's pretty easy to win a world title. Or your dad runs. But I mean, he was at least entertaining on TV and shit. But
yeah,
whatever.
And I think he could still wrestle too. Like he's going to be another person I add to my list of people that should have been pushed. By the way,
maybe not. I mean, not this most recent run, but yeah, before
when he fucking won the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title in both of his first matches on Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, no, he should have been world champion. He should have. He's going to be a guy that should have been world champion. Probably
spitting in the face to people who didn't want to be cool.
Yeah, it was fucking a great gimmick, dude. It was so good, so dumb that they fucking didn't do anything with him. Yeah, that's the ruthless aggression era, though, man. So many fucking dudes came through there that they just try to throw against the wall and see what stuck, and then they didn't even push the fucking people that stuck. Like, it made no sense.
Yeah.
Luther Reigns, Matt Morgan, Nathan Jones. Let's push them. They're big.
They are big.
Fucking dumb. Big and dumb.
It's nice that Luther's son Roman has done so well for himself.
That's true. It's crazy when the son does better than the dad. It usually goes the other way around. Usually it's Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. They did better than their dads.
And Cody Rhodes.
No.
There's some people that have champion, baby.
There's some people.
WrestleMania main event twice.
Three-time world champion.
No, not a real world champion.
Yeah, real world champion. WCW, NWA.
Fake organization.
It's not fake because they still count it for Ric Flair. Fuck you, bro.
Fake organizations.
It's not a fake organization. Ric Flair, world champ.
Cody wouldn't have needed to come back and finish the story if
Rhodes.
his father had just finished the story. So
that's true.
Whatever.
That part's true. But then Cody Rhodes would have been fucking shitty.
He still is.
That doesn't work with Dustin. Dustin's not better than Dusty.
At what?
At what?
Yeah, at what?
Are you fucking kidding me? You think Dusty Rhodes is not a better wrestler than Dustin Rhodes?
Dustin Rhodes is a far better wrestler than Dusty fucking Rhodes.
Holy shit. Disagree. Strongly disagree.
I don't even think that's okay. You really like the fucking Bionic Elbow, huh?
Dustin Rhodes does the same fucking 4 moves every match. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Dustin Rhodes does. Have you ever seen Dusty Rhodes do a fucking Code Red?
Holy fuck. Oh, you mean the move that the other person does all the work to? I could see Dusty Rhodes do a Code Red.
I don't think he. Well, can you?
Yeah.
Go ask him to do it.
He could do a fucking. Man, fuck you, bro. See, that's why you're going to hell right there. No, you're going to hell. It's all right. You're going to hell. I didn't even laugh at that one, so I know I'm not going. And I'm probably the most fucking offensive motherfucker out there, and I know you're going to hell right now. And
okay.
He could do a fucking.
Now,
he could do a Canadian Destroyer too,
the score is several Canadian Destroyers and Code Reds. Dustin 0 for Dusty. And I don't think it's going to change.
Oh, you mean the 2 moves
soon.
that are killing the business? That's what you mean for all the old heads? Well, shut up, man. And he definitely don't have more charisma than Dusty. Nobody does. So
What the fuck are you talking about?
No. What, dude? Are you?
I'm
fucking
sorry,
kidding me?
but
Every promo
I
that Dustin
don't know
Rhodes
if-
has cut in AEW has been the same fucking promo. Shut up.
this is the problem. You are only thinking about his AEW run, whereas I'm including Goldust shit.
Oh, you can go include Goldust shit all you want. He still doesn't have more charisma than Dusty.
You don't think Goldust was more charismatic than fucking Dusty Rhodes, like tired same 3 fucking promos and
Whoa.
Okay, dude.
Whoa.
Okay, dude. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Dusty is
we
better
get
than
it, bro.
Dustin.
You're
Dusty
a
is
you're a
better
working
than
class
Dustin.
man, and you do the
Dusty
little
is better
fucking
than Dustin.
jig,
Dusty is
We
better
get
than
it.
Dustin based off the
and you go
fucking
do
based off the first time you ever heard fucking Mike Tenay say dragon screw leg whip. The fucking reaction that Dusty had was better than anything Dustin's done charismatic wise. So what are you even talking about, dude? You're asinine. You're just saying shit to piss me off right
You
now.
are
It's working.
so goddamn
It's working.
delusional.
There's
If you don't
people-
think that Dustin
There
Rhodes
is literally people, not me,
is
but there are literally people that have Dusty on their fucking Mount Rushmore, dude, and no one has Dustin
Okay.
Rhodes on their Mount
and
Rushmore.
yeah, I would put him there over fucking Dusty Rhodes.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude. Well, I'm ending the
You-
show. I'm ending the show. I'm ending the show. You're
Okay.
dumb. That's
Okay.
terrible. God, that's so terrible. God damn, that was the worst take of
No,
today. Of
no,
today,
no.
yes, that's the worst take.
Goldust in charisma and
No,
fucking
it's not the
presence
worst
and
take.
character
Jurassic
work.
Park not holding up in 2025.
It doesn't.
It
It
does.
doesn't. It doesn't. It's a
Watch the
stupid fucking
movie
movie.
and stop being dumb.
I've seen it. We saw it in the theater together.
Yeah, I know we did.
What
the
do you
fuck
mean
are
watch
talking
the
about?
movie?
We also got Hardy soft
We saw
serve
that
ice
shit
cream
when we were, like,
afterwards that they
6.
don't even do anymore. That's how old we are. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey,
I know
no.
I
That
know
place,
what happened.
hold on. Stop. That place does still exist, and they do still have ice cream, for the record.
Soft serve?
Yeah. Talking about
Hardee's?
Sahara?
No, Hardy's is where we went.
Oh, Hardee's. Was it Hardee's? I
Yes,
thought
it was
we went to
Hardee's.
Sahara.
Mom and
Okay.
Dad didn't take
Well,
us to
whatever.
the goddamn Sahara, bro. The fuck?
Yeah, it wasn't after a Hooters baseball game.
Speaking of Hooters, shout out to Hooters because as little kids, we all got to go to Hooters after the fucking after we finished in second place. That was our thing. The first. Oh
I
yeah,
hope
we
this
did
doesn't
do- we
awaken
did-
something in me.
We did play 2 years together because the first year we had the pool party. We had
Right.
the giant pool party, and then the second year we
Yeah.
actually got to go to Hooters when we finished in second place.
Wasn't it Mitch's dad's house with a big ass pizza?
I don't remember whose house. Yeah, no, that was a huge ass
I think it was-
pizza. Who was
it's cutting a little quick.
Corey's dad, the pitcher who drove the Lance truck that we used to drive it around all the time, and he used to let us get all the fucking Lance stacks out the
All the
back.
Lance
He let us
Ninja
have whatever
crackers
we
and shit.
wanted. He
Yeah.
was he was a goat. He was our coach. He was a goat. I don't remember his
Yeah.
name. Coach, that's what his name was. But yeah, his son was the pitcher, obviously, because you know how that's how it
Oh,
works.
Lance.
Yeah, Coach Lance. Dude, riding that truck was so awesome. It was, man, that shit was crazy. Fucking eat whatever the fuck we wanted. That was nuts. I wish we could still do that.
We're doxing ourselves too much. All right.
All right. Anyway, yeah, they're really gonna find Coach Lance. That's not even a real name. His real
I hope
name-
they do. You gave me his number when you.
I want to thank him. I want to thank him.
Yeah, for real.
All right. So that's gonna be the show for today. 2 hours and 18 minutes, and like 18 minutes of it was actually talking about wrestling. It was like a WWE show. Fucking.
Yep, supposed to be used to that.
We're out, dude. I'll see you guys sometime. I'm not gonna say next week because I don't fucking know. But it was fun, and I think I'm gonna. I don't know how regularly I'm gonna do it, but I am gonna do it on. Am I not hovering over anything? Oh no! Am I even gonna be able to end the show? It's not
Why?
hovering correctly because my cursor's not actually hovering over shit like
Oh.
it's supposed to.
It's gonna have to all F for it. Baby.
Oh no, I got it. I fixed it. Okay. Woo, that was close. All right. Anyway, that was about to be bad. I was about to like just escape. Fucking I was gonna hit the power button and deuces. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do as far as the schedule to this. I want to do it weekly, but there's not enough stuff that happens weekly for me to want to do it weekly. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Getting up and setting all this up for something that really didn't happen. It was a down week in wrestling. So I'm gonna try to do stuff like when
Every 2, every 3.
yeah, something like that too. I think two.
Pay per
is-
views.
I think every
Um,
2 is good because every
probably.
2 there should be a pay per view from somebody.
Ish.
Yeah,
Or a go home show.
yeah, something. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll try that instead and see if we can keep up with it or whatever. But I am glad that I dropped 0 frames. I am happy to announce that I dropped 0 frames, so that's also a good sign. And we will see you guys soon enough. And I will try to start making some clips out of our shows too and posting them on our YouTube channel as well. Try to get the ball rolling again or whatever.
Look at that short traffic.
All right. Anyway, deuces, guys, and go watch Jurassic Park. It really does hold up. Deuces.
No, you shouldn't watch that.